The following is a presentation of Power 107.5 Sports.
And welcome to Geraldine Round 1 playoff action coming up in about 30 minutes. Good evening to you. You got Barry Galloway, John Gladden, Chris Jenkins, Keith Ball down on the sideline. It seems like we've been here pretty much every year for the past, 4 or 5 years. Aggie season ends. Geraldine's second season begins. We're following the Bulldogs again. And, Chris, we had a chance we've seen Geraldine twice this year. Saw them play Collinsville midseason. We saw them play Douglas last week. Douglas is a very good team.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Geraldine, a better team. They won 42-25. Geraldine has so many weapons. We're looking at one of the weapons didn't play this year, Jordan Langford. I mean, he was down every side of the fence. I think he moved the fence back about 10 feet by himself, just picked it up. That guy is a beast. Hope he's recovering well. Hopefully back next year. They're really counting on him this year, but they're doing pretty good even without Jordan Langford out there, aren't they, Chris?
Oh, absolutely, man. Can you imagine if Jordan Langford was able to play this year, what it would be like? You know, Geraldine's already, got a 7-yard average per carry. Just looking at it from last week,
wow.
Imagine if what it'd be like with Jordan was in. But,
yep.
But hey, guys, tonight coming in here against Rogers. Last week, Geraldine 47 carries, 357 yards on the ground. They only threw the ball, only completed the ball 4 times for 97. And if you look at their individual stats, last week, John Wade carried the ball 10 times for 122 yards last week. And then some other players,
Didn't he play the fourth quarter, basically?
Yeah. I mean, so they've got weapons on offense. The offensive line is doing a great job for them. They're just automatic when it comes to rushing the football.
Yep, Geraldine has scored 42 against Douglas. Rogers, on the other hand, Rogers losing to Lexington 38-28. They finished 5-5. Because of that, they're the number 4 seed. That's why they're here in Geraldine. Geraldine 9-1. The only loss coming to higher classification team, the Boaz Pirates. But as far as Geraldine goes, let's go down to the sideline with Keith Ball. Geraldine, we talked offense. Geraldine defense. Geraldine defense gave up 25, but that was for a very good Douglas team, Keith. But you go back 2 weeks ago when they shut down 5, or 3 weeks ago. This Geraldine defense is very good too. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Welcome to the dog pound, boys and girls. This bunch is about to get rowdy. The student section, they've already got the sticks. They're ready to start beating on the 10 over here on the sideline. No, and I tell you what, y'all just talking about it, I'd like to see just Geraldine team go back and play Boaz again.
Yeah.
I guarantee they give them a better game. Chris talking offensively and some of the big-time numbers. This team loves to run the football. Their offensive line is fantastic, and we'll talk about them a little later. We'll cover a little bit of defense. Gabriel Garcia is leading this team right now, 37 total tackles. Eli Slogiter, the Slim Reaper, is leading with 38, and then Gabriel Garcia's got 37. This team, offensively and defensively, that mindset, their philosophy is they're going to be physical the entire football game. They're going to out-physical you. They're going to beat you up. And I was talking to somebody earlier today about it. It doesn't matter if they bring in a sophomore running back that's 160 pounds. He's physical. I don't know how Coach Davis gets that physicality out of his team, but I tell you what, they are really kind of cut from that same mode. You're talking about them beating 5. They really look like a 5 team the way they've looked the last 15, 20 years.
Yep.
Just over-the-top physical. Quarterback can run the football. They've got guys that can touch the ball. Everybody gets after it. And they could really play football in a phone booth, man. I tell you, offensive line kind of takes games over. Defensive line takes games over. And I tell you what, Rogers better be ready to match some physicality out here because Geraldine's going to bring it.
Well, John Gladden, I don't want to upset you right off the bat, but looking across from us, the weather's perfect. There's a big full beaver moon up there. Full moon. We're playing the Pirates. So I think one of the Huntsville TV stations issued some kind of a weird alert for the Pirates and the full moon coming to Geraldine. What do you think?
Well, as long as there's no fog, Big John's going to be okay. If we start getting a fog rolling here, you guys can finish this game. I will meet y'all in the truck because zombie pirates come out in the fog. So
let's talk about Rogers. They come in 5-5. The price you have to pay for finishing 4th in the region is travel across the state, basically. You come to Geraldine. Geraldine, on paper, you would think Geraldine's maybe a touchdown or 2 favorite.
I would think so, because when you go back and you look at the season, that Rogers has had. When you kind of equate, you would think that Mars Hill is obviously the top of the class, number one in the state. And Mars Hill took care of Rogers 56-10. And that was one of those games when I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Garrett. He said we were just outmanned and out-physical from the get-go. And so when he was talking about teams that match that physicality of Mars Hill, he also brought into effect Colbert County. Now, he said we did match the physicality with Colbert County, which finished number 2 in their region. Final score in that game was 42-35, but he said it was a completely different football team. And what he's talking about is tonight, he understands he's got a young offensive line, but to be able to offset the youth of that offensive line is he has a very, very experienced, and I use that word loosely, Barry, an experienced freshman sitting at quarterback named C.J. Davis. He's actually a junior, but this is his first year starting. If I said freshman, excuse me. But what about this, Barry? In his first year starting, he has over 1,700 passing yards and over 500 yards rushing. He is a true dual-threat quarterback. They have so much confidence in him in running this RPO game. What does RPO stand for? The run-pass option. So what they're going to look at, they're going to look at running the ball first, but for every play when they come to the line of scrimmage, they've got 2 or 3 audibles based off of that one play, just depending on what quarterback Davis is able to see. And even though he's a first-year starter, Coach Garrett very confident in his ability to be able to read the defenses and check from a bad play into a good play. We will have to see how the Geraldine defense holds up with the play audible and checking ability of the line of scrimmage from quarterback Davis.
All right, we're about 24 minutes away from the opening kick. Let's take a timeout. We're getting close. The field crew's on the field blowing up the Bulldog. We'll come back with more Geraldine football here on Power 107.5.
The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Brooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
This is the DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. At the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, we truly believe in the concept of public service. My deputies and I will always strive to be fair and just and treat every person the same. We pledge to develop a partnership with the community to improve the safety for each citizen and give them a positive experience with our office. Our goal at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is to protect you, your family, and your property. God bless.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Albertville Discount Pharmacy has been providing prescription and healthcare needs to the Sand Mountain area for over 30 years. With 3 pharmacists, Amy Honey, Brett Hogan, and Eddie Campbell, you will feel the confidence their staff provides. They want to be your pharmacy. Phone 256-878-1515 or come by Albertville Discount Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy at 422 North Broad Street in Albertville.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving one community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
The Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117.
And welcome back to Geraldine. We're still about 20 minutes away from the opening kick. Round one of the playoffs, Geraldine the number 1 seed. And the other side, you got Mars Hill, number 1 seed, Colbert County 2, Lauderdale County 3, then Rogers at 4. That's why Rogers is here. And Vinemont's playing at Westbrook Christian tonight. The deal is if Westbrook wins and Geraldine wins, regardless, the winner of that one, Geraldine will play, and they'll play at home either way, whether it's Vinemont or Westbrook Christian. I love to see a good Geraldine and Westbrook Christian matchup. Two area teams, good teams, meeting head-to-head in round 2, John. That'd be pretty good next week.
That'd be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, Barry, we'll have to pull Keith up to be the color man because the Albertville Aggie Band is going to be the featured band next week at Disney World.
Okay.
So I will be there because my son is a senior. We talked about that last week. So kind of his last hurrah marching, and I think that it's cheaper to go to Orlando than get a divorce attorney. So
when do y'all head down?
I don't know. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Jan will tell me when it's time to go.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Hey, Barry, going back real quick, we talked about the offense being an RPO offense of Rogers. However, the problem that has been the Achilles heel of Rogers all season long has been their defense. They've got a lot of youth on the defensive side. However, in that learning curve, Coach Garrett said they've improved every week, but this week defensively, they have got to get off the field on third downs. And last week, we saw Douglas's defense have trouble with Geraldine on third downs getting off the field, hence the reason why those body blows in the second half, Geraldine just kept continuing to extend the lead, and Douglas just could not get off the field on third downs. If that is a concern for the Rogers, seeing what we saw last week with Geraldine being able to convert those third downs, if Rogers can't make that happen, Barry, it could be a long night, and the pirate ship may be sinking at the end of the night, courtesy of the Bulldogs. And they have a great offensive line, Gene.
Yeah, you're talking about last week, that 357-yard rushing they wouldn't have had it without offensive line making holes for them to run through. And I want to give them a shout-out right quick. Number 55, Noah Butler, he's a sophomore. Number 76, Dylan Galloway, he's a senior. Number 78, Kenneth Watson, he's a senior. Number 72, Jacob Cofield, he's a freshman. And number 70, Trevor Williams, he is a junior. So, guys, only 2 seniors on this offensive line. And like I said, Beck Wade and those other guys running the football wouldn't be able to do it without that line getting those holes, making them open.
Man, Keith, you got to see it live down on the field last week. That offensive line can absolutely begin to impose their will as the game goes on. Like I said, buddy, you were down there live and in person and saw it.
They're elite, guys. They're probably, even going back and some of the teams Albertville played this year, some of the 7A teams, they're as good, if not better, than all. Maybe there may be 1 or 2 7A offensive lines that are better than this Geraldine Bulldogs offensive line. Saw them again last week against Douglas. And, me and Barry talked about it on Tuesday night at the flag football game. Douglas last week probably had 3 of the most athletic players on that field.
Yep.
But this Geraldine team is just absolutely rolling, and it all starts up front with that offensive line. Kudos to them, and they've had a great year, and look for them to have a big night tonight.
Let's talk about the weather. The reason we're here on Thursday is because of the weather. Tomorrow night, it's not supposed to be like a tornadic type event, but regardless, it's going to be a rain off and on tomorrow, especially tomorrow night. And to me, I guess the thinking is the state kind of gives you an option. Like week one, you can play on Thursday or Friday. After that, unless it's severe weather or some kind of a big event, you got to play on Friday. But I think given the option, I think they made a great choice because, I mean, look at the crowd. If you were Rogers and it was on a Friday with pouring down rain, half of that crowd may say, I'm not driving that far across state. Same with Geraldine. But for Gate, kids have worked all year for this playoff game. Give them a chance to play the biggest game of their career so far on a nice dry field on a beautiful night, John.
No, and absolutely. I mean, it could not be any more beautiful. It's been a beautiful Chamber of Commerce day that leads into a Chamber of Commerce night tonight, and there's nothing to me more special than high school football in a community, a tight-knit community. You welcome in your friends from across the state, but Barry, also too, one of the things that I kept looking at was the weather forecast is kind of rounds of rain, right?
Yep.
And one of those rounds is supposed to be coming through northwest and all through Huntsville somewhere around 11 o'clock, which would have been when most of these players and the band and the fans would have been heading back toward Florence. I think it's a great call because that way you're taking the safety of the kids and their fans and the community into what's the word I'm looking for? Into consideration here by not having them have to either play in a rough game and or drive back home in some rough weather. Good call by Geraldine and the athletic staff.
And how's the field down there from last week? So the field was kind of wet last week, Keith. How's it look down there now?
Yeah, field looks great, guys. Last week I was over on the Douglas sideline for most of the game, just with some little bit of technical difficulty with the microphone, being able to face the press box you guys are standing in. It was a swamp over there, so the crown of this field did its job and got the water off the field, and I kind of expected it to be tore up a little bit from last week. Field looks awesome out here, guys. Tonight, it's a perfect weather for football.
Yeah, let's take another time out. We're getting ready for the national anthem, the toss of the coin, and we'll have the opening kick in about 14 minutes. We'll take a time out. You're listening to Geraldine football playoff action here on Power 107.5.
The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Brooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
Friday nights in the fall are special nights in our communities. It's when everyone comes together to cheer for our football teams, bands, and cheerleaders. This is DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. As you enjoy this football Friday night, I would like for you to think about the young people who are making decisions right now that could put their future at risk. Drugs are destroying the lives of our youth. Help us stop drug activity by reporting it to DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Call us at 845-3801.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Albertville Discount Pharmacy has been providing prescription and healthcare needs to the Sand Mountain area for over 30 years. With 3 pharmacists, Amy Honey, Brett Hogan, and Eddie Campbell, you will feel the confidence their staff provides. They want to be your pharmacy. Phone 256-878-1515 or come by Albertville Discount Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy at 422 North Broad Street in Albertville.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving one community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
The Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117.
We'll go back to Geraldine. Keith Ball down on the field with Geraldine Coach Davis.
Yeah, I got down here Coach Davis for a second. Real quick interview, Coach. Really glad to move the ball game from tomorrow night, when it looks like it's going to be rainy, to tonight. The weather's perfect. What do you want to see out of your team right here to start this football game?
First off, we want to start fast. We want to, we're very blessed to have this opportunity to play in this playoff crowd and be in, this environment. We want to start really, really fast. We want to play the right way and play the game the right way and eliminate penalties and start the way we want to start.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time. We'll talk to you after the ball game.
All right, thanks, Keith.
Thank you for you guys for coming out.
Now they're playing at the national anthem. And the playing of the national anthem, nicely done by the Geraldine Band. We're still about 8 minutes away from the opening kick. We'll take one more time out. The toss of the coins coming up next. It's Geraldine playoff football here on Power 107.5.
The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Rooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
This is the DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. At the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, we truly believe in the concept of public service. My deputies and I will always strive to be fair and just and treat every person the same. We pledge to develop a partnership with the community to improve the safety for each citizen and give them a positive experience with our office. Our goal at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is to protect you, your family, and your property. God bless.
And welcome back to Geraldine. Get our engineer Chris Jenkins to work on that. But we're all about 7 minutes away from the opening kick. A good crowd on hand from Rogers. Now, Rogers, Keith, is that in the northwest corner of the state?
I think it's Florence area, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we got it, Barry.
Oh, you ready now?
Yeah, it's charging.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, whew.
Sorry, Keith.
Yeah.
We're about
Battery
to
was
lose the
low.
entire broadcast.
Hey,
I think those double A's you took, you pulled them out of there.
Pull them out of the computer.
Chris brought me those now.
All right, we get ready for the toss of the coin. You know, this is what it's all about. You got playoff action, a good weather night. Next week, I'm glad we're not playing on Monday night. They got like lows in the low 20s. Ooh. Last time we were on top of the press box in Sylvania about, 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Oh, my goodness. That's 3 years ago, I guess.
I thought we were at Muscle Shoals where there was no home in no room in the inn, and we were out there freezing.
That was just as bad.
So tonight, beautiful night, good crowd on hand. A lot of games being played tonight, and you can hear a shortened version of the high school football scoreboard coming up after our game. Then the full scoreboard coming up tomorrow night on WQSB. So hard to believe, round one of the playoffs. Here we are, Geraldine 9-1. They did not lose an area game. You know, the area they're in, that is a tough area to go 7-0. When one of those games you got to get through is 5. Usually it's been 5 in Sylvania. Geraldine handled them pretty easily. And the way they beat 5, that surprised me, John.
Well, and I think it surprised a lot of people. 5's kind of been the dominant team in this area. But, you know, ever since Coach Davis has been here, he's been kind of turning that tide for the purple people eaters, we like to call them down here, the Bulldogs. And this season, I know you alluded to it earlier. Imagine if you had Jordan Langford. But, Mary, you know what's funny is I think this team probably could have gone in a turtle shell and said, you know, we got some good players, but we lost our star player, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't do that. They rallied around the players they got. Coach Davis wouldn't let them kind of sit back and dwell on pace. He said, guys, we got to do what we got to do. And, gosh, at the end of the season, you're 9-1. And you said the only loss they had was to Boaz in the middle of the season. And if you talked to Coach Davis, if you remember, that's when Geraldine, it's not taking anything away from Boaz, but Geraldine was really banged up going into that game. And then they got the off week to heal up. And, man, ever since they've come out of that, Barry, they've scored 29, 63, 49, 17 against 5, and 42 against Douglas. This has been a very potent offense after having that hiccup in the middle of the season.
And I'll tell you, Chris, when they lost Langford, like John said, they could have easily said, we're not going to be as good this year. But thanks to the offensive line you talked about, 2 guys out there, John Beckwade and Eli Slaughter, those 2 guys had to take over and say, we're going to be carrying the ball, pretty much us too. Let's get it done.
That's right, and they have done it, and they have got the things done on offense that they needed to do and win ball games.
Now for the toss of the coin. Keith's out there.
I'm Greg Lee. I'll be your referee tonight. That's Daryl Nixon. He'll be your umpire for tonight. White, you're on the field. You talk to White. Black, you're on the field. You talk to Black. Nothing back and forth. So me and my partners have to get a hold of it tonight. Let's have a good, clean game and have fun. Okay? You're the best of the team. I'll let you see it. That's tails, heads. Geraldine, I'll let you see it. That's heads, tails. Say it loud enough so he can hear you.
In there. Tails. Tails.
What'd he say?
Tails.
He said tails. I'll flip it in there. If I drop it, we'll do it again. All right. Geraldine, it's heads. You've won the toss, okay?
First, second half.
You want to defer?
So Geraldine's won the toss. They will defer to the second half. So we'll get to see Rogers with the ball first. Rogers coming out from a distance was like the Penn State uniforms.
Look like the Penn State uniforms. And Keith, you're down there. Are they wearing the black jerseys tonight that's kind of got the purple trim on them, kind of more of a TCU look?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking before you even said it, man. It looks like TCU with a white hat, and then they look like Penn State but with a white hat. So where Penn State would usually have a blue helmet. So I tell you, man, it doesn't get any better than playoff football. It's either win or go home. So let's get this thing going.
Takes 5 wins starting tonight to win a state championship. You got to go 5-0 from here on out. The winner gets the winner of Westbrook Christian and Vinemont. We were close to being able to do that game, but due to different reasons, unable to make that work. But we'll I think for sure, I may be wrong, Vinemont may pull off an upset, but I will be very surprised if we don't see a Geraldine Westbrook game next Friday night, Chris.
Yeah, I'll see that happening too. And we know the past that Westbrook Christian has. I mean, they have a good past. They've always had a good program, so we'll see how that turns out tonight.
They got a great coach. They've had a big season. And then if you get by that one, week 3, Geraldine would have to travel to Mars Hill. We've had them here twice, but we've never been to Mars Hill.
go to Arkansas and make a U-turn.
So we'll be going to Mars, hopefully.
You know, guys, I really think that Geraldine, by deferring to the second half, you know, it's one of those deals where if you can get out of the first half with the lead, then you're going to get the ball to start the second half. So I'm sure that's what Coach Davis is thinking. Plus, you know, his defense hasn't seen this RPO coming at him from Rogers, right? So why not go ahead and put your defense on the field? If they were to transverse the field and score a touchdown, gives you a chance defensively to come over here, talk about it on the sidelines, make some adjustments, and get ready for the rest of the game. Kind of like what Coach Davis is doing here. Let's put my defense out there, and if we can shut that offense down on this first drive and then put a scoring drive together, a lot of times that'll help you gain momentum early in a game, especially in front of your home crowd.
Keith, was that a train horn I heard down there?
Is that a train horn? You just happy to see me?
Or your Nashville chicken working on you?
No, actually the Geraldine Bulldogs mascot, unofficial official mascot that has the English Bulldog on the field, he also has train horns in his hand. So he's double duty tonight.
He's a regular clown, isn't he?
He's one of those guys, the one-man band where he's got the drums, playing the guitar and the horn and all kind of stuff together.
On the Lawrence Welch Show Sunday night. We're set to go. Geraldine will be kick it off. Watching the Rogers special teams warm up, I'd say they've got a really good punter. I'm hoping we get to see him a lot tonight.
I hope we get to see Rogers get the ball inside the 30-yard line, because they had a kicker that was nailing them from about 42 yards out. And not that I want to see any points go against Geraldine, but Barry, I just like to see a good high school kicker.
Let's do it. We're ready. Game one. Glad to have you with us. You can tell your friends and family if they can't pick it up on the radio if they're out of town. They can pick it up on our website. They can also download the free app and listen to us anywhere in the world. And we're ready to go. Geraldine to kick off. And back deep, one man around the 5-yard line, and we are set to go as we kick off round one of the state playoff. High kick, short kick. Here comes the return, 32-yard line, 35. Going to wrap him up and drop him around the 37. So a decent start for Rogers, making the tackle for the Bulldogs. Good job on special teams. Isaac Foster brings him down.
Just a high kick, trying to pooch it in behind that front wave. Middle wave did good, brought it in about the 28-yard line, got north and south behind the blockers. Geraldine rallies here along the near boundary, able to get him out at the 38-yard line.
Quarterback number 6, C.J. Davis in the gun. One back behind him, that's Nick Grigsby, the senior, 6'2", 156 it says. I don't think that's true. Quarterback option, pitch back left side. It's loose. It's loose. Rogers has it. Boy, how about the Rogers player? He grabbed one of the Geraldine players by the arm and pulled him away from the football.
Well, Keith, I don't know if you saw that, but the pitch was behind the running back on his back shoulder. He dropped it. Ball's on the ground. Geraldine's going to get it. I think that might have even been slogging her. No, it was number 15. Would have been Franklin. And the running back literally just whipped him to the ground so that the quarterback can jump on him.
That's a loss of about 7. Second down and 17 on the option. That did not look good at all. Quarterback checks the sideline. Davis, the junior, 5'9", 181. Play clock, plenty of time, 13, 12, 11. Well, a lot of time getting this play in. Now we're set. Got to hurry now. Play clock down to 5, down to 4. Everybody's finally set. 5 wide receivers. The snap drops, looks. Quarterback keeper, they got him. He is going backwards. Geraldine's defense brings him down. Kenneth Watson brings him down. It's going to be another big loss.
Designed quarterback draw right there, Keith. He took 2 steps back and was trying to get some movement in his offensive line, and there was nothing to be had right there.
I'm not sure that a tackle didn't miss a block right there, John. I think Watson came through unblocked, and quarterback took a step to the right and ran into a bear hug right there and got driven backwards.
3rd down and 22 for Rogers, all the way back around the 25-yard line. Will they take a long time getting plays in? Looks like part of their thinking is take as much time between snaps as possible. Keep it away from Geraldine. They're not going to get it off. 2 seconds, 1 second, and they're down to 0. Where's the flag? Oh, they call a timeout. There you go. Delay a game.
Hold on. Did they get the flag? Did he call a timeout across the way? No, it's a delay. Hold on.
I think it's a delay a game. They took forever to try to get that play in.
Yeah, I thought for a moment that Coach Garrett had come up and called the timeout, but he didn't. Barry, remember what we said in the pregame, is that, yes, he's a junior, but this is his first year starting. This is his first time of ever being in charge of the team during a playoff-type scenario. Maybe a little butterflies right now.
3rd down and 27. The snap, quarterback option, left side, throws it to the sideline, makes the catch, avoids 1 tackle, but not the next, over the 25 to the 27. It's a gain of about 7. but it's about 20 yards short. It'll be 4th down for Rogers.
Speed option look going to the far boundary, and when the defensive end came up to make the play on the quarterback, he just raises up. He hasn't crossed the line of scrimmage yet, so he throws the ball forward. As soon as his wide receiver catches it, he goes north and south, but a Geraldine defense rallies up, pushes him out of bounds after about a 3-4 yard gain.
Is that an official's timeout? I'm not sure. What are they checking? The officials stopped it. Oh,
we got an injured Geraldine player, guys.
I believe it's, Braxton Franklin comes off holding his left wrist. I couldn't see what happened. He was in on the tackle. You don't want to lose anybody. You sure don't want to lose Franklin.
I think he might have just got called under it. Guys, we got 3 wideouts over here. Nobody's covering.
There's nobody over. They better hurry over. 4th down, they look punt, and they will punt. Blocked. Geraldine's blocked, and the ball is spinning around. It's going to be picked up at the 20 to the 16 to the 15, and the big pile will be pushed to the 13-yard line. How about that, a blocked punt on special teams for Geraldine?
Yeah. Geraldine, they just sent everybody that time. Got their hand on. I couldn't tell who the guy that blocked it was for Geraldine, but great play right there.
Keith, check on Franklin to be sure that he's okay. They're looking at his wrist over here on the sideline.
Barry, that's one thing Coach Davis said that he wanted to be, was aggressive in special teams, thought that he might have an advantage, and right there, coming right up the middle, blocks the punt, gives Geraldine great field position to start this first drive.
Starting on the 13-yard line, 1st down, Geraldine. Wade, the quarterback, John Beck Wade, the snap, hands off to Slogater, right side to the 11. Here comes a late flag in. Yeah, I'm going to think holding on Geraldine. It's a gain of about 4 yards, but I'm afraid it's all coming back.
Here's my favorite name of the night, Hunter Bacon. He's number 2 for Rogers. He kind of undercuts, sees what's happening, comes upfield, and one of the offensive linemen grabs just a little bit too much jersey. Actually, they're going to call a chop block on the defense, saying that they cut one of the guys down. But, Barry, I know what you saw there. Yes, there was a hold, but Geraldine didn't get it called.
They're still checking the arm of Franklin over here. It looks like he's in a lot of pain. Hopefully maybe a stinger to the elbow, something like that. Let's hope. But you got 2 or 3 guys working on him over here.
I think they're going to run. They're sending a runner to the concession stand. You would imagine that's for a bag of ice. Yeah.
So they mark it off. It's going to be about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Geraldine on the 8-yard line, 1st down and 3 after the flag. Did they jump? No. Yep, I think they jumped. Or did Geraldine move? I'm pretty sure maybe. What do you think, Keith? Offsides on Rogers?
I saw Geraldine move, but it might have been drawn offsides by one of the guys jumping into the neutral zone.
Was Geraldine, so they'll back the 5 yards back up. Still 1st down and 8. 9:24 to go. Opening quarter. Geraldine the ball after the block punt. They're on the Rogers 12-yard line.
Prior to the snap of the football, Rogers brings all 3 linebackers up like they're going to blitz, and when they did, we talk about the yips, Barry. And this is a game right out of the gate, playoff, and the wingback left he didn't go but maybe 6 inches forward.
2 receivers wide left side. Slogater beside Wade in the backfield. 1st down and 8. Wade rolls left side. He's got a block. He's got room. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Geraldine.
As simple as it gets, coming right at you, Keith. Let's snap it to John Beck. Wade, student body left. Everybody blocks. And the key block to me, the wide receiver down at the goal line, keeping the cornerback from being able to get upfield. Touchdown right in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, piggyback off that. This receiver absolutely locked his guy down. He wasn't going anywhere. And somebody got a really good block on the edge, John.
Now for the point after, 9:17 to go in the first. Geraldine on the board. The snap, the kick, looks good, and it is good. Geraldine strikes first. We'll take a timeout. 9:17 to go in the first. Geraldine up 7-0. You're listening to Geraldine football here on Power 107.5.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Welcome back. Geraldine after the block punt takes it down the field, John. How about the Geraldine scoring drive?
Starting at their own 13-yard line. They were able to gain 1 yard on one play. We had some penalties, and then just John Beck Wade just says, I'm going to do what I have done all season. Comes this side, 2 plays, 13 yards. John Beck Wade from 12 yards out. Extra point up and good. Home team strikes first on their first offensive possession. 7-0 Bulldogs.
Chris, special teams, block punt, set them up.
Yeah, special teams is just killing it now for Geraldine.
High kick, deeper than usual, back to the 20. Here's a return, 25. He'll cut left side, trying to get around the corner, being chased. Whoop, he turns around and comes back. He slides down. He's piled on. Yeah, and all the way back about the 17-yard line. That's where Rogers start this drive.
I think he got tackled by the 17-yard line, Barry, because he was coming up along the near hash mark, and then he started going across the field, and Geraldine just did a phenomenal job of staying in their lanes, nowhere for him to go. He was going to try to pirouette and come out the backside, and when he did, his feet just shot out from under him at the 17.
Rogers out of the shotgun, nobody in the backfield except the quarterback, Davis. Davis, a snap. He's going to hand off right side. Good block, 20-21. Breaks free. There he goes. Makes another tackle, 40 to midfield. They'll drag him down. 38-yard line, keep a couple of missed tackles and a long run for Rogers.
Yeah, Tyler Elkins, number 41 for Geraldine, did a really good job turning that back in, John. That middle linebacker not able to get there, and then a safety missed a tackle. Credit the young man from Rogers. I have to pull up the number 5.
Yeah, Grigsby on a great run.
Hey, really great run, tough kid.
You don't see many Geraldine players miss tackles, but that happened twice on that run. Good shape, 44-yard line. Quarterback hands up the middle. Grigsby again is going to be hit at the 37. They're going to drive him backwards. A gain of a couple, though. The right side of the Geraldine defensive line making the tackle. Couldn't see who was the first one there. Was that 16?
Number 16.
Betts Dollar, I think he's in for Franklin, who's over on the sideline, keeps being attended to. Any word on him?
It's a left arm area, left wrist, left hand, something like that. Don't really know. I don't know if they're going to try to tape him up and let him play.
Gotcha.
They're still working on him right now.
All right, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Quarterback option, rolls right side. He's going to keep, cuts it up. He is cut down at the 39-yard line. Good tackle by A.J. Carter. It's going to be a decent gain. So 3rd down and manageable. 3rd down at about 4 coming up for Rogers.
Yeah, Davis coming here along the near side. It was that speed option look. He got to the boundary, but Barry, let me tell you something. The cornerback here on the near side is not giving up his wide receiver so that Davis can flip it out there for cheap yards. Good stop by Geraldine.
3rd down 4. Rogers loves running the option. Davis a good quarterback along with the running back Grigsby. They've got 2 good ones. 2 receivers wide left and 1 to the right. Geraldine up 7-zip. It's 3rd down and 4. Quick drop, rolls left side. Looking. Now Chase throws short. Got his man complete. Turns it upfield. 1st down. And he'll dive to the Geraldine 25-yard line. 1st down, Rogers.
May have a flag on the play because they're trying to stop it. I don't know exactly what it was, but
yeah, it was dropped about where the tackle was made, John. It may be a face mask or something like that.
Couldn't tell because he kind of dove at the end, unless it was. I didn't see the runner having his face mask grabbed. But it's personal foul Geraldine for something. And that's going to be on top of that, so they'll move it about half the distance.
On that last play, snap back to Davis. He rolls to the far boundary. Grigsby looks like he's going to be a blocker, Barry, but then he just kind of slips away from his block, gets out there in the flat. Davis able to hit him. Geraldine comes up and makes the tackle, and maybe a little extracurricular activity after the tackle, hence warranted the 15-yard personal foul. But this is a good drive for Rogers right now.
13-yard line. Rogers trying to tie it up. 1st down and 10 from the Geraldine 13-yard line and a flag.
Wiggle. When you're a big man, Barry, and you wiggle down there, and the linebackers point at you, what they're doing is they're helping the umpire behind you figure out that there was a wiggle. So going to be a little bit of a movement there and a backup of 5 yards.
So a 5-yard penalty. Back to the injury with Franklin. Left arm injury. Looks like they may be taping him. The thing is, if it's a left arm, he throws with his right hand. So
that's
you're going to get hurt. That's the way to do it. All right, 1st and 15 for the Pirates. Back it up to the Geraldine 18-yard line. Quarterback Davis out of the gun, and back beside him, that's Grigsby. Davis drops, rolls left side, looks at the end zone, nobody there. He's going to tuck it and run. Not much there. Geraldine stops him. He dives for about a yard. And again, number 1, A.J. Carter in on the tackle.
all the action, it looks like it's going to the right side, and then it's kind of a naked bootleg by Davis as he rolls out the back door going toward the Rogers sidelines. Nobody from Geraldine bites on the action coming this way. And Barry, when the quarterback rolled out, good coverage downfield, nowhere for him to go, and the defense makes a great stop.
Maybe a yard, 2nd and 14. On about the Geraldine 17-yard line, 6:28 to go in the first. Bulldogs up 7-0. Rogers threatening inside the red zone. Play clock winding down to 8 to 7 to 6. The snap. He'll fake the handoff, quarterback keeper. He'll bounce it left side, gets away from one man, not the next one. Again, that's A.J. Carter. Good run that time by quarterback Davis. He gets a lot of the penalty yardage back. It'll be 3rd down at about 9.
And you're really lucky right there, Barry, because if he's able to break that next tackle, I don't know if he's going to get to the end zone, but there's a really good shot. He's going to get the 3rd down to make it a 1st down. And right now, Geraldine's defense has got to come up. We know that right now that Rogers is within field goal range, so probably going to come away with 3. Let's see what Coach Garrett does here.
They have a good kicker. Yeah, they're well within field goal range. 3rd down and 9. Quarterback quick drop, throws to the back out of the backfield, got it, gets away from one man. He's going to be double teamed and dropped at the 17-yard line. Sloggerter there. Also, I believe that was Jacob Bryant. 4th down, decision time, I think. They're not going to take much time for the decision. They're going to try a field goal.
Now, they're going to try a field goal. Like I said, their guys probably good from about 40, 45 yards out. We saw that during warm-ups. But, Barry, there's not a lot of purple people eaters coming at you either. But Coach Garrett right now knows on the road that he cannot squander a drive that started at his own 17-yard line. Got to come out of here with points and going to turn it over to his kicker.
T on the 23. It'll be a 33-yard try from the right hash mark. The snap, it's down. The kick is in there. Plenty of distance. Looks good, and it is good. They're on the board. We'll take a timeout. 4:55 to go in the first. Geraldine up 7-3. You're listening to Bulldog Football on Power 107.5.
Albertville Discount Pharmacy has been providing prescription and healthcare needs to the Sand Mountain area for over 30 years. With 3 pharmacists, Amy Honey, Brett Hogan, and Eddie Campbell, you will feel the confidence their staff provides. They want to be your pharmacy. Phone 256-878-1515 or come by Albertville Discount Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy at 422 North Broad Street in Albertville.
The Rogers did not lay down and roll over. They'd put together a nice drive, driving down the field. It stalled inside the 20, but they pick up a field goal, John.
Yeah, Rogers starting at their own 17-yard line. 8 plays, 59 yards later, they're able to get deep into Geraldine territory. Geraldine makes the stop, but a 33-yard field goal able to connect from way downtown. And no goose egg on the board, but Geraldine, still leads 7-3.
Geraldine had a short touchdown drive minutes ago when they blocked the Rogers punt, had the ball inside the 20. A couple of plays later, Wade takes it in from 12 yards out. Geraldine up 7-3, about to get the ball back. Good kick, returnable 25-yard line to the 30, driving, dancing around right side. Well, there's a big pileup around the 40-yard line. Goodness.
Hey, guys, really quick.
Yeah.
They look like they're getting Franklin ready to go to the hospital.
Oh, goodness.
Y'all say a little prayer for him. He's like they're trying to get him ready, and he's, God bless him, he's in a lot of pain over there. He's kind of in the squirm, wiggling his feet mode right now. So
he's Franklin. He's a key on defense for sure. He's like the backup quarterback and usually plays about 5, 6, 7 snaps a game, Chris. So giving Wade a rest. Hope he's going to be okay. All right, Geraldine football, good start, 33-yard line, 4:50 remaining in the first. Wade, everybody. Wow. Like Black Friday at Walmart. There's people all over the place.
Man, Geraldine does that shift that they've been known to do. None of the offensive linemen. Oh, they're going to call it on Geraldine.
No.
They're going to say that. Okay. Coach Davis across the way is trying to get an explanation. He's like, none of my linemen put their hand on the ground. My center had his ball his hand on the ball, and then unless they're saying that it was like a John Beck Wade hard count and it drew them off, is the only thing. But guys, they've been running that shift all season long, and it's all. They got the defense drawn up, but I don't know how that's an offensive penalty.
So they back it up 5. 28-yard lines where Geraldine's going to start. Wade out of the gun, Sloggeter beside him, 2 receivers left side. about a 6-man front for Rogers. Option play. Wade's going to tuck it and run. Stops, cuts, got room. 35, 40, 45, cuts back again to the 40. Foot race to the 35, to the 30, 20. Does he have enough gas? 10-5. He does. Touchdown, Geraldine. What a run. And I don't see any flags down.
I think John Beck Wade just wanted them to back him up 5 more yards because it was the same exact play that he scored a touchdown on a few moments ago. Rolling here to the near side, got everything sealed off, and Keith, he got some great downfield blocks by his wide receivers when he cut back across the field, and nobody from Rogers was going to be able to catch him.
You're talking about a guy that's deceptively fast. He can turn it on. Not only is he tough, he can turn on the jets and get after it downfield.
What a run, and the kick is up. A little wobbly. It is good. We'll take a timeout. That drive didn't take long. 4:32 to go in the first. 14-3 Geraldine. You're listening to Geraldine football here on Power 107.5.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
Welcome back to Geraldine. What a run by Wade, his second touchdown of the game, and that was a beauty, John.
It was a beauty. Barry, when's the last time you heard this? A one-play, 67-yard drive. But John Beck Wade had a 72-yard run on the 67-yard drive because, remember, he gets the penalty yardage added onto it. One play, and he's able to go to the house. Extra point up and good. Home team leading middle of the first quarter, 14-3.
Got a feel for Braxton Franklin. He's making his way around the field. Going to be sure taken to the hospital. It's a left arm. Here we are, first playoff game. You're a freshman, and you're out of the game with an arm injury. Here's a kick, returnable. 25 to the 26, 27-yard line. It'll be first down, Rogers around the 27. 4:26 to go in the first. 14-3 Geraldine.
What was that, Keith?
John, what do they call that in the rodeo where the guy bails off in calf? Is it calf wrestling?
It's calf wrestling, yeah.
But let me tell you something. The Slim Reaper just got calf wrestled. Guy grabbed him by the face mask and like two-handed and brought him to the turf. I don't know how they missed that one.
So if Geraldine's made any kind of a defensive shift, Rogers drove it down the field last time with some missed tackles. Back to pass, quick drop left side, throws it high, got him. He is going to be hit at the minute he made the catch. They're going to drive him backwards. They'll stop it after about a 5-yard pass play. Was that A.J. Carter again on the tackle?
Yeah, A.J. Carter playing defensive back over there, giving him a little bit of cushion because he doesn't want to get beat deep, especially with an 11-point lead. But as soon as the ball was in the air, A.J. Carter makes the break. Wide receiver catches it. Carter makes contact. You can't play it any better than that.
Second and 5 on the Rogers 33. Hands off, tries to bounce it right side, stops, cuts. He has stood up and dropped. 37-yard line. Gabriel Garcia was the first player there. Also helping out was Aiden Raines, the sophomore, filling in for the injured Braxton Franklin.
Yeah, and I think number 23 came up as well from the linebacker position, Jacob Bryant, the junior. And that's a running back right there that, I mean, inside, outside, and in the middle just absolutely got hit by 3 purple jerseys and taken to the ground. Upcoming 3rd and 1, Barry.
Third down and short, 3:22 to go in the quarter. You can see what they're doing, Chris. Rogers taking all the time in the world between plays.
Yeah, and if you look at their passing stats, guys, they have no incompletion so far, 3 of 3.
Very accurate. 3rd down and 2 from the 36. Quarterback hands off up the middle, runs over his own man, picks up the first down, fighting to the 40-yard line. First down. Grigsby, good runner, the 6'2 running back, picks up a Rogers first down.
Well, Grigsby comes into this game. He's actually the number 1 runner when you talk about it. He's rushed for about 120 yards against Mars Hillberry, number 1 in rushing and receiving on the team. So this is one of their big play guys, and right there was a big play down. Give it to that guy, first down.
40-yard line, 2:49 to go in the first. Nobody in the backfield beside the quarterback. He'll take the handoff, keeps it himself to the middle. He is dropped right past the line of scrimmage. Good job. Again, Gabriel Garcia, the first Bulldog. You mentioned Jacob Bryant. He's there again. Gain of a yard, maybe 2.
Keith, great job there by Gabriel Garcia getting off of his block, coming laterally down the line of scrimmage on that quarterback draw and getting his helmet across, making a great tackle.
Yeah, Gabriel's one of those guys we've been calling his name for about 9 years now, it feels like. He's a really good football player. They're going to miss him next year.
2nd down and 8 from the 42. 5 receivers again. Davis, the snap drops, has time, now rolls, goes to the sideline, got his man midfield to the 46-yard line. There he goes, first down. Nice pass, nice catch. That was a Cole Marks first down. Rogers.
I don't think Cole Marks is a senior, really smart possession-type receiver for this Rogers offense. And, Barry, I don't know if you noticed it, his quarterback kind of got to scrambling around. Rather than running his route, he just kind of sat down here about the Geraldine 48-yard line. Quarterback saw him, he caught it, got upfield. But that, Barry, is just a knack of a possession-type receiver, knowing that his quarterback was in trouble, settling down so he can just catch a pass.
Geraldine's defense having some problems with this Rogers offense. They're moving it again on the Bulldog 45. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops, looks, throws to the middle, got his man caught. He is popped at the close to the first down marker. Slogger nearby. Gabriel Garcia brings it down, a gain of about 9. It'll be 2nd and short.
Keith, I don't know if you saw it was that same action that they ran a few moments ago with that they got tackled right before the field goal, but this time running that same action, Geraldine follows it, but what happens, number 44, Preston Littrell, comes out, kind of floats in where the linebacker is and is able to catch it for about an 8-yard gain.
I think Geraldine's got to put a little more pressure on the quarterback. He's had way too much time to sit back there and find his receivers. 2nd and 2. Quarterback drops. Here comes pressure. Gets rid of it. Wide open. Makes the catch. 15 to the 11. Ball is loose. Are they going to say incomplete?
Yeah, they're going to say incomplete pass, guys.
Got you. So incomplete. 3rd down and short. That was almost about a 30, 35-yard pass play.
Keith, I think you got some folks right there for Geraldine peeking in the backfield, faking the underneath handoff. Ended up having the wide receiver running right down the hash marks. He got behind the linebackers and split the secondary, and if he's able to catch that in stride, he may take that all the way to the house.
I think Geraldine's trying to find their bearings right now with losing Franklin. Now, you know, Franklin's a freshman. He's been playing defense all year along with quarterbacks. So you've got some younger guys moving around right now, Aiden Raines, and then you've got A.J. Carter, who's a freshman. They keep going after him. He's making some plays, but I think they're testing this young secondary right now.
And I think we have a timeout. Let's take a timeout. 56 seconds to go in the quarter. Rogers is driving. Geraldine leads 14-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
The Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Coming out of the timeout, 56.7. Somebody is putting something on, putting together a barn over there. You hear that? Yeah. Geraldine's got this piece of tin they have, and that thing is loud.
Well, they done broke one of them loose. They may start crowd surfing in a second.
They beat on it with a big hammer. Okay, for Geraldine, they lost one of their key players. Braxton Franklin went out early. Arm injury, so when he goes out, you lose 2 players. He plays secondary, and he also is backup quarterback and wide receiver, so they lost a good player. Hopefully, maybe back next week if the Geraldine Bulldogs can win this one.
Maybe so. I'm wondering right here to Coach Garrett across the way, yes, the play clock was rolling down. He called a timeout, but Barry noticed that it's about 3rd down and 3. Ball's at the 37-yard line. So that's kind of in no man's land, right? A little bit too far for his field goal kicker, a little bit too short for a punt. I'm wondering if he's trying to say, if we didn't get the first down, immediately get on the line, let's run a quick RPO. Wonder if he was trying to get 2 plays called in that timeout.
C.J. Davis, quarterback's ready, 3rd down and 2. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Man in motion. He fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. First down, 35-30. Tripped up, still on his feet. 27, they'll drive him back. He got to the 26. And that's a good run. That's a gain of about 11 yards.
Yeah, fakes the underneath handoff, and while that eye candy's coming this way, you've got a guard pulling on the backside. Quarterback pulls it out of the running back's stomach, follows that pulling guard going the opposite direction of all of which way the play is going, and Barry just kind of, it's a backside trap is what it is, and the quarterback able to get north and south and move the chains.
First down, driving on the Geraldine 26, 1st and 10, and a flag before the snap.
I think we had a little infraction in the offensive line.
Going to be a penalty. They've had a few of these. Penalty on Rogers will be 1st and 15. 31 seconds to go in the first. Geraldine up 14-3. We'll watch the other scores closely. The winner of this plays the winner of Westbrook Christian and Vinemont next Friday night.
Did you tell me Westbrook was playing tonight?
They're playing tonight, yes. Or tomorrow night. Tomorrow. They chose not to move their game.
But Boaz and Gunnersville in our listening area did.
A lot of area teams. Plainview, Arab, Scottsboro playing tonight. Last play of the quarter, probably 12 seconds, 11-10. Quarterback drops, looks left side, looks, still looking. He's going to tuck it, he's going to run, and he's going to be brought in around the 29-28. It's going to have about 3. Good job with the Geraldine defense, and it'll end the first quarter. Let's take a timeout after one. Geraldine leads 14-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117. The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Brooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back. First quarter is over, 14-3 Geraldine, but Rogers driving. They've had the ball twice, and they've drove the ball twice well against Geraldine.
Well, Barry, what about this? 4 plays, 8 plays, and now the 12th play. I'm wondering if it's going to wear on the Geraldine defense as the game goes on.
Actually, third possession. You're at the first possession, 3 and punt and a block punt. Back to pass, looks, looking to the end zone. Nobody open. He's going to tuck it. There's flags down, throws it back incomplete. Usually you hold the ball that long, you're going to have a holding call somewhere.
And Keith right there in front of you, the Slim Reaper, telling, don't you run a drag route across in front of me.
I tell you what, and number 41, Tyler Akins for Geraldine, almost baited that quarterback to throw it to the tight end. He was dragging across about a 12-yard drag. He came up just trying to bait that quarterback, and he was all over that one. If he'd have thrown it, he'd have picked it.
Holding call against Rogers. Another penalty. They've had quite a few penalties here in the first half. So you go from 2nd and 12 now to all the way back to the 38. They've got to take it to the 17. So it's 2nd and 21.
Davis trying to roll here along the near boundary. Had a lead blocker in front of him, Barry. That lead blocker, he had a Geraldine player trying to run past him, and he was the one that was called for the infraction.
So 2nd and 21, early second quarter. Rogers out of the gun again. Davis has 5 receivers, drops back. Pressure's coming. Blitz, almost got him. He gets rid of it. He is tripped up at the 40-yard line, and a great tackle by Bryant. How about almost a sack? Was that Slagater in the backfield, or was it 18? I couldn't tell.
I think it was number 18, yeah.
So 18, that's Isaac Foster, who almost got the quarterback back around midfield.
And the quarterback, and because he's so tall, Davis kind of had to do a little crow hop, jump step to get the ball up and over him. But when he did, great reaction there by number 23, Jacob Bryant. They were trying to run a middle screen pass, Barry. Jacob Bryant read the entire thing, came up. Now it's 3rd down and a country mile.
They need about 15 to have a chance for maybe a field goal. They're at the 40. Got to go to the 17. 3rd and long. Rogers, Davis back to pass. Pressure's coming. Rolling left side. He's being chased to the sideline. Throws it to the sideline. Intercepted. Bulldogs have got it. The return to 30, 35 to the 38-yard line. Interception. Aiden Raines, the sophomore, went up high. Keith intercepts it. Geraldine's in business again.
Yeah, these young defensive backs are starting to feel it a little bit, guys. And he baited that throw, able to go up high, point that football. I thought he was going to find a little room down the sideline and take it to the house.
There was nobody open downfield. He threw that one into almost triple coverage.
Yeah, and remember Davis. Davis is a junior, but this is his first year starting. And right there, Keith, discretion, the better part of valor. Probably just should have thrown that one out of bounds and tried to punt Geraldine deep.
Geraldine first down on their own 38-yard line. 10:53 to go in the half. Wade Quarterback sends a man in motion. He'll fake to that man. He's going to keep himself up the middle. 40. Hit goes down. 41-yard line. A gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Nothing fancy there. Just going to get, basically, you got two linemen coming this way. Trap on the backside. John Wade follows right up the middle. And 4 yards. I mean, it's nothing there. Yeah. I would love to come up with something real football-ish and act like I know a lot of stuff, but that's just fancy offensive lineman trap block, north-south.
If you can get about 4 yards of play, you should win most games.
Yes.
2nd down and about 6. We'll call it 42-yard line. 10-15 to go in the half. Geraldine leads 14-3. Man in motion right side. Wade takes it, hands off, up the middle. Sloggeter breaks free, 45. Midfield breaks the tackle, cuts 45-40. Hits a new gear, 30 to the 20, to the 10, the chase, to the sideline. They're going to sling him out of bounds, close to a face mask, all the way to the, 1 yard line?
Looks like they're going to mark him out. Is it the 2?
It's down there, guys. I'm making my way that way. He's faster than I am, okay?
We're hoping you're going to run down the side with him, but you chose not to.
Well, I'd be losing my chicken wings that I had earlier. So. Yeah, he got all the way down to maybe the 3-yard line.
What a run by Sloggeter. How many yards did you give him with that one, Chris?
57.
57. How many has he got so far?
That's his first carry.
57. Okay, that's easy. So it's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the half. Clock stop as he was thrown out of bounds. Close to a face mask, too. Wade out of the gun from the 3-yard line. Wade has 2 touchdowns. Hands off up the middle, lowers his head. Not much there. Maybe a yard. He got closer than I thought around the 1-yard line. And on the carry, Jacob Bryant.
So number 76, Barry, here along the near boundary out there, Key sees him. Him and the defensive end are having like their own little battle royal. And the defensive end is trying to give him the business at the end. And number 76, my man, where is number? I'm going to go. Dylan Galloway, he just lays on his back, throws his hands back like I'm not fighting, so I won't get the penalty and literally lose this great field position. But that was hilarious.
2nd and 2 from the goal. Wade fakes the handoff, keeps himself, lowers his head, stands up. Did he get in? Yes. Touchdown, Geraldine. Wade's 3rd touchdown of the game.
Nothing fancy. You know, a while ago, Barry, when I said we're going to fake the underneath handoff, we're going to kind of get a backside block, and then John Wade's going to go north and south. The same play that they ran to start this drive is the exact play that they ran to end this drive with John Wade getting into the end zone.
How about 3 touchdowns, Chris?
Wow. That's explosive play.
Yeah, 12-yard run, a 72-yard run, and then the 2-yard run and the kick is good. Let's take a timeout. Geraldine widens the lead. 9:18 to go in the half. They're up 21-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
Friday nights in the fall are special nights in our communities. It's when everyone comes together to cheer for our football teams, bands, and cheerleaders. This is DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. As you enjoy this football Friday night, I would like for you to think about the young people who are making decisions right now that could put their future at risk. Drugs are destroying the lives of our youth. Help us stop drug activity by reporting it to the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Call us at 845-3801.
Welcome back. What a night for Wade, his 3rd touchdown. How about that touchdown drive?
And every time that Rogers has made a mistake with the blocked punt earlier in this game and with the interception, Geraldine makes them pay. 5 plays, 62 yards. Wade goes in from 2 yards out, extra point up and good. Home team crowd happy right now. Geraldine up 21-3 with 9:18 to go before the half.
Bulldogs set to kick off. Rogers back deep. So the interception when Rogers was driving killed the last drive. They had a blocked punt, setting up Geraldine's 1st touchdown. Here's the kick. High kick, returnable from the 17. And he'll try the middle, 20-25 to the 30. Gets away from one man, but not the next 40-yard line. Geraldine brings him down. Is that 12? Is that Aiden Raines again?
Yeah, Aiden Raines, a sophomore defensive back, but he plays on special teams coming right out. He did a great job right there, Keith. He came down. There's a lot of action to his right, but he didn't pay any attention to that. He stayed right on the hash marks, broke down, came across, and made a touchdown-saving tackle in my estimation.
Yeah, I think you're right, and he's one of those guys, again, we're talking about like A.J. Carter is going to have to step up for this secondary with the loss of Franklin.
1st down, 10 from the 40-yard line. Good start. Quarterback Davis out of the gun. Davis snap, rolls his left side, fakes the pass, now throws it
lateral,
incomplete.
Fumble.
It's a lateral, I believe. The official says no, incomplete. I thought he threw it behind.
Coach
the
Davis
official
down
says
there.
no.
he's being a lot calmer than I would be, Barry, because the quarterback was going toward the 40-yard line, threw the ball, and it went to the back shoulder of the running back, who then dropped the ball. Keith, that, in my estimation, should have been a fumble.
Yeah, from here, that's what it looked like, John. And you nailed it. Coach has got that kind of calm, cool demeanor. I'd have been all over the place.
Yep. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. 9:04 to go here in the half. Geraldine leads 21-3. Rogers on their own 40-yard line, 2nd down. Davis, 2 receivers left side, make it 3. He shifts over. The ball is snapped past him, diving for it, doesn't get it. Geraldine's got it. To the 10, to the 5. Touchdown in the end zone. Kenneth Watson picks up the fumble and scoops and score for a touchdown.
Look at all of his lineman brethren down there, Keith. A big man scores a touchdown. I love it when big boys score, because guys that usually don't have the number 78, Barry, get their name in the score sheet. They scoop and score for about 27 yards, and Big Man was running.
What does Chris Breeman say? Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Touchdown, Geraldine. Now for the point after on the scoop and score. The kick is up, and it is good. We'll take a timeout. 8:54 to go in the half. Geraldine up 28-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Yeah, welcome back. That didn't take long. The defense gets on the board, John, with a scoop and score.
And you and Jink have been smiling at me up in the press box this break because you know I'm a biggin, and I like it when a biggin scores. What about number 78, Watson, on the scoop and score? 26 yards, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, Keith, all the way to the end zone. Extra point up and good. Geraldine in command of this game here, still early in the second quarter, 28-3.
What? Barry Watson's a senior. I wonder if he's ever scored a touchdown before.
I bet that's his first. Geraldine looking good to maybe playing next week. They get the winner of Vinemont and Westbrook. Those two meet tomorrow night. Here's the kick, the return, 23-25 to the 30. Going to be dropped just past the 30-yard line. Oh, goodness, there's a late shove. Geraldine, they've been doing some, they may have show choir here. He did pretty good acting on that one.
That number 12, Barry, came across and made the tackle on that one.
So again, Aiden Raines, he's all over the place with the tackle. First down, Rogers, 34-yard line. Quarterback lost the ball, the scoop and score. Watson scoops it up, takes it down the field. A defensive touchdown. Geraldine up 28-3. So Rogers ball, 5 receivers.
Oh, Westbrook Chris is playing tomorrow night, guys.
Yeah, that's what we just said.
Oh, was it? I didn't hear you.
Back to pass. He throws to the middle to the 49-yard line because we're almost going to be able to do that game tomorrow night.
That's
but
right.
Things didn't work out. So Rogers, they've got a pretty good little passing team here. First end of the 49-yard line.
Go-to wide receiver, number 4, Tyser Wood, a senior. He's got to get some kind of rhythm, gets it behind the linebackers in front of the secondary, settles down. Davis able to hit him and move the chains.
First down, 8:25 to go in the half. Hands up the middle. When the Bulldog grabs in the backfield, pushes him maybe a yard gain on the bottom of the pile. Which Bulldog was it? I think that one was Cooper Johnson.
Barry, right now, when you look at it, the way Rogers is able to move the football is through their passing game. They haven't really been able to do a whole lot at moving this Geraldine defensive front when it comes to the run game. Seems like Rogers is going to have to lean more on that passing game as the game goes on if they want to get back in this game.
Second down and 8. Quarterback Davis drops, rolls right side, looks right side, throws to the sideline. Almost picked off by Bryant at the 45-yard line. Jacob Bryant almost had him a pick 6 down the sideline.
And Keith, right there, you've talked about the defensive backs baiting this first-year starting quarterback, first playoff game, baiting him into something. And right there, number 23, Jacob Bryant, nearly baited him into another interception.
Third down and 8, midfield, 7:50 to go in the half. Quarterback looks to the right. Keith, you're a stronger man than I am. Next to that piece of tin they're beating on all night long with that hammer.
I've got headphone or earbuds in, man. I can barely hear it.
Well, back to pass. Looking, rolling right side. Pressure is chasing him. Throws a great pass. He's quickly knocked out of bounds. About 5 yards short of the first down. Cooper Johnson again drives him out of bounds. That was a great play by the quarterback, Davis.
Keith, right now, secondary doing a good job of keeping everything in front of them with this lead and then just get them out of bounds.
I tell you what, this kid keeps hitting this piece of tin like this. He's going to have a Popeye forearm by the time this ball game's over.
4th and 5. They're choosing to go. Well, you got to. You're down 28-3. 7:39. You're on the road. Quarterback Davis back to pass. Needs a spark. Throws it right side. Got him. Complete first down. That was a great tackle, open field tackle by A.J. Carter. He drove him out of bounds, but he picks up enough for the first down.
Yeah, what we call a sticks route, Barry. Far wide receiver, which was number 12, Cole Marks, able to drive the defensive back off, and right when he gets to the first down marker, slams on the brakes. Davis has already got the ball in the air. Kind of hard to defend that one, but just enough to move the chains for a first down.
Geraldine's 41-yard line. Rogers on the move, down 28-3. Back to pass Davis. Throws it deep down the right side. Got a man going up. Did he make the catch? No. Almost an amazing catch right on the sideline, but he came down out of bounds, couldn't hold on, incomplete.
Barry, is that number 1, the defensive back across the way over there, A.J. Carter? Man, and he is a freshman, Keith. Perfect position. If he caught it, it was just going to be a great catch, but you cannot defend that any better.
No, you can't. You think back a couple of years ago, John Beck Wade was an 8th grader and a freshman playing cornerback out there. I don't know how they get these freshmen ready to play, playoff football so soon.
2nd and 10, clock stops 7:07. Davis fakes that. Nobody does hand off or end around. Tripped up at the 42-yard line. His blocker couldn't get out of the way thanks to Jacob Bryant, who kind of shoved the blocker into the running back, and Tyler Eakins also the tackle. It's going to be no gain.
It is hard sledding right now for Rogers High School in the run game against Geraldine. This time the underneath handoff trying to get wide. Number 23, Jacob Bryant reads that perfectly, comes upfield, cuts him down.
6:39 to go on the half. 3rd down and 10, Rogers from the Geraldine 41. Davis drops pressure and a flag. How many penalties now for Rogers, Chris?
That's a 7.
7. If they get 3 more, they have to walk the plane.
Yeah, another stat, guys, right quick. 8 of 13 for 58 yards passing for Davis.
I tell you what, they've got a mismatch. Rogers does. The heck of a football player, good-looking football player, Preston Littrell. Now, we're going off his 2nd grade size stats. The game listed at 6'3", 190. He's got to be every bit of 225.
He is.
He towers over the cornerback. I don't know why they don't throw it up to him.
I'm with you. Looking at them side by side, that's not even close. Back to pass. Quarterback looks, rolling left side pressure. He's going to tuck it, run out of bounds. Flags coming in late. 2 flags. Got to be a hold, I would think. He picks up about 7 yards, but it should not matter. Either Geraldine can take this and have a 4th and 8. I would take the penalty and knock him back another, 10 yards. It's holding on Rogers. Again, another penalty.
That was 3rd down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Coach Davis is going to accept that. I can understand that. I could also have seen where as good as his defense has been playing, Barry, I could have seen where he had declined it, but he wants to make it 3rd down in a country mile because once again, if they were able to get some yardage there, maybe they attempt the field goal, and he just doesn't want to give them that opportunity.
Could be. So he's talking to the official. Maybe he might have wanted to decline it, and they went ahead and marked it off. Okay.
Well, also, if you make them punt right here, then they're going to get the ball back in better field position.
All right, 3rd down. Davis back to pass, looks left side. Nobody there. Rolls right side, looks, throws it short out of the backfield. Got it. Cuts upfield. Midfield, tripped up at midfield. It's a gain of about 6. 4th down and long. It's 4th down and about 19.
Right there, Keith, you saw it. Defensive backs, linebackers, everybody drops deep. Nothing goes over the top. Forces the pressure literally from the defensive line. Forces Davis to throw that shallow. They come up, rally, make the tackle. To your point, Geraldine about to get the ball back on this punt. Have a chance probably to eat a lot of this clock going into halftime with a score.
Yeah, and Geraldine not known for being explosive, especially through the air. But the way they run the football tonight, 2 plays, they could score again.
5.5 to go in the half. 28-3, Geraldine leads. Rogers set to punt, 4th and extremely long. The kick, almost blocked. Kicker lost his footing. It's going to roll at the 10 to the 5. to the 4, to the 3. I think he got a lot out of that because as he fell, his whole body kicked that one. Because first thing he did was the back of his shoulder pads.
He Charlie Brown that.
I was going to say, I'm looking for Lucy. Where'd she go pull the football out of the way?
Wow, but what a kick, though.
Like Blockhead hitting his back on the ground. Man.
Man, that's where the kicker goes over to the equipment manager in a minute. It's like, I don't know. I don't care about my kick foot, but my plant foot, I need another quarter-inch longer cleats, man.
Geraldine has it 3 yards. All that does now give us a chance for a 97-yard touchdown if it happens to be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a chance for a 99-yard a couple of years ago. And
I remember that.
Yeah, Chris.
About 15 years ago,
destroyed it. All right, Geraldine, I'd love to see a 97-yarder here. Wade rolls, nope, hands off Bryant. Bryant up the middle, 10. Oh, wow, that's not. Did the ball come loose? I think it did. He was hit hard across the 5-yard line. Did Geraldine get it back?
They did. One of the offensive linemen able to come up. That ball literally, Keith, just laid there on the ground just like somebody had dropped a Coke bottle on the ground.
I tell you what, apparently he didn't look to his left at all. He didn't see that defensive player coming in, and he got smoked.
Wow. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Geraldine's going to play it safe.
We've got a number 42 for Geraldine checked in. I don't have him on my roster.
Standing at the edge of the end zone, John Beck Wade, 2nd and 7. Wade turns, hands off right side. They're going to trip him up. Boy, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 flags coming. And what do they see? Tripped up Sloggeter. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but look at all the flags down.
What if there was a face mask going in that pile?
I don't know.
Oh, chop block.
That's 2 against them in this game.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're utilizing, Keith, I think they're taking their defensive line and they're cutting one of the offensive linemen so that the other defensive lineman can scrape across his face. And because you have 2 people engaged, at any time there's a double team or 2 people engaged, one cannot go low, one cannot go high. And right now Rogers has been caught twice for that infraction.
I love a good cut block, but you're right. That's one block they need to take out is that chop where you're engaged up top. Somebody comes. You're not ready for that, man. You can't use your hands at all. It's a good way to tear a knee up.
21-yard line, 4:12 to go in the half. Geraldine at the penalty. Get out from the shadow of their own goal line. Back to pass. Wade looks, throws right side. Leads him too far. Sloggeter had a step on the Bryant, but Wade led him a little too much. Incomplete.
Bringing him out of the backfield, just a wheel route, and he's got him. I mean, he has got position here along the boundary. He's got a step or 2 behind the defensive back, and John Beck Wade leads him just a little bit too much because, Jink, if he's able to catch that, he may be gone.
Yeah, he kind of he should have put a little bit more loft on that pass.
Yep.
Kind of throwed it up a little bit, got it on the line.
What about Wade? How many passes?
That's his first one.
First one.
Yeah.
That could have been a big one because Sloggeter had a step on the defender. 2nd and 10, 4:01 to go on the half clock. Stop. Wade looks, throws left side. Sloggeter from the backfield makes the catch. 20, 25 flags down. Coming back to the 42-yard line. You got to think a holding call where the flag is. Yeah, they're saying holding Geraldine. So it's about a 20-yard game, but bring it all back with a penalty.
Wow. And Coach Davis didn't say a word. And I'm going to tell you what the umpire that threw the flag, right? He's behind the defensive line, walks to the flag, looks over at the coach, gives him the number, gives him the penalty. And Coach Davis, if a referee gives you the penalty and gives you tells you what it is and gives you the number, then to me he legitimately saw something. Coach Davis, I don't think, argued.
So they back it up to the 11-yard line. Clock running, 3:49 to go in the half. 2nd down and long. Got to go to the 31. So it's 2nd and 20. 2 receivers wide right side. Sloggeter, the only setback, stands beside John Beck Wade. Wade watching the clock, using some clock, takes a snap, takes the handoff, going to bounce it right side. He's got a block. There he goes. 30, 35, 40. One man to beat. 50 to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He does not catch him. Touchdown, Geraldine.
I mean, fakes the underneath handoff. And then he comes here along the near side, Keith, right side of the offensive line, caves in the defensive front, wingback takes out the outside linebacker, and when he gets to the numbers, he is gone. Nobody going to catch him.
He is really amazing how he reads everything really well, what they're doing. But when he hits the edge, man, I'm telling you, he is deceptively fast. He catches He's got a 10-speed transmission, guys. He goes from 8th to 10th, and he's gone.
I tell you, the defensive back had the angle on him. He still outrun him.
Sure did, man.
Kick is up, and it is good. We'll take a timeout. 3:19 to go in the half. 35-3 Geraldine. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
Albertville Discount Pharmacy has been providing prescription and healthcare needs to the Sand Mountain area for over 30 years. With 3 pharmacists, Amy Honey, Brett Holgan, and Eddie Campbell, you will feel the confidence their staff provides. They want to be your pharmacy. Phone 256-878-1515 or come by Albertville Discount Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy at 422 North Broad Street in Albertville.
Welcome back. 3:19 to go and have John Beckwade. What a night he is having. He scored his 4th touchdown.
Yeah, and Barry, you said, wouldn't it be something if we had a 97-yard drive? Well, we did. 3 plays, 97-yard drive. John Beckwade taking 86 yards of that to the house. Extra point up and good. Geraldine, a commanding lead here late in the second quarter, 35-3.
You ready, John? All right, Keith, how many carries for John Beckwade in the game? 5?
5 carries.
How many yards?
175.
What's that average, John? Is it 25 yards a carry?
That's a lot.
I might get my calculator
Let's take a
out.
tennis shoe
Or is
off
it
for that one.
35? Let's say, is it 35 yards a carry? It is 35 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Because he had a, let's see, 80. Let me find the first one. He had a 12-yard touchdown run, then a 72-yard touchdown, a 2-yard, then an 86-yard touchdown run.
We got a flag, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Geraldine.
That's one of those. They were
Now, wait a
chest
minute.
bumping in the end zone. Oh, no.
No, it's called against.
Against Rogers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that everybody's really confused right now because
He pointed towards Geraldine.
I mean, he pointed toward Geraldine's. Undoubtedly, it was on Rogers maybe after the play or somebody said something to one of the referees coming on the field. But nonetheless, now Geraldine will be kicking off from midfield.
Do you squib this thing?
I would. You got them. I mean, they're moving it 5 more yards. They just keep moving it.
Well,
trying to find a dry spot, I guess.
Well, they only moved it 10 yards because we kick off from the 40. So
yeah. So now we're ready. 45-yard line up. Rogers, Geraldine to kick off. 3:19 to go in the half. 35-3. High kick, deep kick. Maybe the first one he's put in the end zone all year.
Penalty and wind aided. And the flag's not moving at all. So
Flag is not moving. How's the weather? This is a beautiful night, Keith.
It's perfect. This is perfect football weather. You couldn't get anything better than this. I'm so glad they moved this game. Even though it's not going to be a complete washout tomorrow.
No,
this is so much better than trying to do this thing in the rain.
It's just a beautiful night. You got a good crowd. Both sides. Rogers, they traveled well.
Score update, Barry. 5 at Lauderdale County, or 5 in Lauderdale County. 14-0 at the half.
Okay, at the half. Okay. 3:19 to go in this half. Hands off right side, left side. Rather, he'll try to bounce. He's got a block. 30, 35 to the sideline. I'd say the running back has got some speed. Nick Grigsby got around the corner again, and luckily one of the Bulldogs shoved him out of bounds.
Yeah, underneath handoff coming here along the near boundary. Got some great blocks. He's able to turn the corner, and if it's not for number 13, Eli Schlager coming across to push him out of bounds, I think Rogers is going to have a big play.
You know, guys, Rogers now, Grigsby, after that carry, 11 carries, 87 yards.
That's something. 87 yards, you've only scored 3 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's had 2 big runs. Quarterback hands up. No, fakes that. He does give to Grigsby. Right side, stops, cuts, goes back the other way, 45, 47-yard line. There's nothing around the end. He stopped and cut back, got back to the line of scrimmage, picks up a yard, maybe 2. It'll be second down and long.
Actually, a really good run right there, Keith, because Geraldine played that about as perfect as you can play it. He slams on the brakes, sees a little bit of a gap, enough to get 2 yards.
Yeah, I thought he was going to lose yards right there, John. It was a good decision to not keep stringing that one outside.
Second down and 8, 2:41 to go in the half. Rogers needs a touchdown on the board in this half. Geraldine begins the half with the ball. Quick drop, rolls, left side, looks, has the receiver open, incomplete, flags down. Got to take a hold. It could be defensive. I don't know. But anyway, incomplete pass. If I'm Geraldine, you might just take the penalty. Take the play.
Barry,
third down and 8.
You know when, you got 2 dudes wrestling in WrestleMania and then that third dude comes in and starts wailing. That's what we ended up having, Keith, on the defensive end of Geraldine. We had one guy that was engaged, other guy came in and started giving him the business, and both of them were holding him, so it was an easy call to make here for the line judge.
Somebody came in with a chair, John, steel chair. What you gonna do, brother? Shout out. My man Hulk Hogan passed away this year.
Oh. They back it up to the 31 with a hold. How many penalties now? They've got a dozen almost?
That's 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
11 penalties.
Hard to win a play any game with 11 penalties.
Yeah, Coach Garrett said they needed that number to be under 5. I'm sure he's not going to be happy at halftime. 2nd and 20, quarterback throws over the middle, got the big tight end. He's rumbling. Oh, my goodness, 45. The tank is loose. 40, 35 to the sideline, 23. Why did it take you all this time to throw to this guy? But it's all coming back, John. There's a penalty back at the line of scrimmage. Oh, my gosh. And listen, I know we're at Geraldine Station, but, guys, that was a great throw, a great catch. He lowered his shoulder and able to run over some players, and it's all for naught. And the only reason why, Barry, is we got a dude with a big number way too far downfield. It was, we talk about the run-pass option, right? Well, if it's a run-pass option, those offensive linemen are releasing downfield. Well, they're giving a yard or two, and what happened there at the last second, quarterback Keith had to double clutch before he could make that throw to number 44, and in that double clutch, one of his offensive linemen got a little too far downfield.
Yeah, but it had to have been really, really close because he got it out of his hands pretty quick. Anyways, I didn't see anybody downfield, but calling this one pretty tight tonight.
You may want to move. I think Granny is putting some new tin on the chicken house. It's loud down there.
I tell you what, that one young guy, he's got his left arm's about at 3 inch bicep. His right arm looks like Jesse the Body Ventura, where he's swinging that hammer, hitting that thing. Is it John Henry? Swinging that hammer. That's what he looks like over here.
Well, Geraldine called a timeout. I think Coach Davis said, okay, guys, their passing game, the only thing that's hurting us is that right now. But you got to give them a little, they've lost one of their defensive backs, Braxton Franklin, who injured his arm. He went out early first quarter, so they're having to, put different players in the secondary to make up for the loss of Franklin. And they're still young.
Well, what about this, Barry? 2:19 to go, Geraldine with 2 timeouts. And it's second down. It may be one of these deals where Coach Davis might be trying to get the ball back so that he can put one more score on the board there, and then he's going to get the ball for the second to start the second half. And what if he puts another score up? Then you can start subbing a lot of your young players in. Then let them finish out this playoff game. That might be what Coach Davis is thinking about.
Yeah, I'd say they're young. Franklin, the injured Bulldog, is a ninth grader. Second down and forever. Got to go to the 49-yard line. They're on the 24. Back to pass. He's going to roll right side. Looks like he's going to run. Nowhere to go. He's down the sideline, stepping out of bounds with 2:11 to go in the half. It's going to be third and about 20-something.
Well, what helped, I guess you could say a help and a hindrance. The quarterback, Davis, able to get the corner, but Barry, he gets run out of bounds. And when you get run out of bounds or runs himself out of bounds, right now the clock stops. So that actually works in the favor of Geraldine. They're not having to use any timeouts. You said it, third down and about 21 right now. If they get the stop, then there's a chance that Geraldine's going to get this football back, maybe under 2 minutes, but still with 2 timeouts. That's a lot of football for these guys.
I throw it to the giant over here, Goliath, at 29. This guy's a beast. Back to pass, looking. He's there wide open. They're going to drop the quarterback 30-yard line. Good job of Geraldine, who made the sack there. Well, the first Bulldog there, I believe, was Isaac Foster.
Yeah, is that number 18?
Right.
Yeah, Isaac Foster, the junior, doing a good job of working upfield. And then when he worked upfield, he slammed on the brakes, undercut the tackle on the backside, so that when Davis stepped up in the pocket, Keith, he was able to be right there into the waiting arms of Foster and pull him down.
I tell you, a set that I'd come up with, I'd run some kind of goal line set if I'm Rogers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to split 44 out here by himself when one-on-one coverage, just throw it up to him. They got him seriously. I made a joke about it earlier. They got him listed at 190. If he's not 215 or 220, I'd be super surprised. He's a senior. He looks like a college football player. They got him listed at 6'3". He's a good-looking kid.
I'd go to him every pass play. Geraldine had trouble tackling the first time he caught the ball. Fourth down, you would think they're going to punt. I mean, you're down 35-3. You don't want to give Geraldine the ball there. it's not like it's third, or should be fourth and short. You got to go to the 49, so it's 4th and 21.
He stepped up in the pocket. We said a few moments ago, Foster made that sack, and immediately, once the play was called dead, Coach Davis called timeout here to the line judge. Geraldine with 1 timeout, 2:02 remaining in the first half.
Geraldine's already blocked 1 punt. Waiting on the snap, 2:02 to go in the half. Good snap, no pressure, gets the kick away. Good kick, and they're going to let it just bounce at the 35. Goodness. He's going to roll all the way down to the 50. When that ball hits this ground, you can tell it's late in the grass season because it's almost branded. This thing just takes off.
You know, and Barry, for most offenses that run what Geraldine runs, I would say, gosh, with 1:48 and 1 timeout, not going to be able to transverse 85 yards. They can do that in 1 point.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, just got a score from Scottsboro. That's the score you told earlier, John.
No,
Scottsboro.
five.
Okay, Scottsboro on Westport right now 28-0. Gunners released Priceville 7-0.
All right.
West Point out of Coleman.
Last time we had the ball, Wade ran 186 yards. He's got a 72-yard touchdown run and 2 others to go with it. 4 touchdowns. So 1:48 to go in the half. 15-yard line, Wade with the ball.
Somebody's getting a new roof.
He's wearing that thing out. Rolling right side, Wade looks. Oh, he's got a man wide open. He didn't see him in time. Throws it short, complete, stepping out of bounds. Nice play by Cooper Johnson. Keith, he had one receiver wide open. Oh, there's a flag, usually where you see holding. If he had saw the receiver about a second earlier, he had a touchdown.
Yeah, Cade Justice was all by himself downfield, the junior wide receiver. I guess it being a playoff game in the first week, we've got to have guys from the state here or something because they are calling this game really, really close.
I think they've reached their quota at about halftime.
Not saying they're not calling them, for both sides. It's just they're calling everything really, really tight.
It's just hard for me to figure out how you get a holding call when they roll the pocket to the right side, right? I mean, I'm with you. I'm sure there was an infraction, and they probably have people grading them because they are in the playoffs. And the referees that grade highest in this round of the playoffs get to continue on and on and on. So
they go back to the 8-yard line. Got to take it to the 25. So it's 1st and 17 after the holding call. Geraldine with it, 35-3 lead. 1:41 to go in the half. Wade rolls right side, pressure coming from behind, gets rid of it. Missed it, incomplete at the 25. There may be a late flag, personal foul against Rogers, because at the end of the play, Wade was shoved. One of the linemen was shoved to the ground. Let's see if that's going to be the call. That is a big call against Rogers because it would have been 2nd and long with the incomplete pass, but now they're going to have to mark out the penalty against Rogers.
And not only that, but one of your starting offensive linemen coming off over here, Barry, holding his wrist and elbow. And we've already had an injury to one of the starters from Geraldine. Don't need any more injuries. And looks like maybe he just got a stinger or somebody stepped on it or something of that nature. Because he just
funny bone.
Yeah.
He looks okay.
And that might be where that personal foul came in, John, because that happened behind the play really late, and that's the young man that was on the ground.
Was that an unsportsmanlike? Is that what they call it?
Yes, sir.
So they're marking it off.
Chris, is that 12?
Yes.
No, it's 13.
A lot. Actually 13.
13 and a half, guys.
You don't see that many usually, especially this time of the year. Game 1 or 2, maybe. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 after the penalty. 1:36 to go in the half. Geraldine up 35-3.
Geraldine broke the huddle, turned around at the 1-yard line, Barry. Forgot that they moved the ball out here to the 22.
Got to go. Still waiting to start the play clock. I'm not sure what the holdup is. We're waiting on it. Change or set, and I think they were talking to the Rogers coach on the side. Yep. Now we're ready. 2nd and 3, 1:36 to go in the half. Wade out of the gun. Wade rolls right side, pressure coming from behind, throws it back across field. Got him wide open, 30, 35. He does not get away. Going to be brought down finally, 38-yard line. 1st down, Geraldine, who made the catch. Sloggeter makes the catch. Is going to be 1st down. Geraldine hurrying up back to the line of scrimmage.
Play comes this way, Barry, and Schlageter sneaks out the back door. John Beck Wade, that run that he's been doing, steps up, throws it out the back door. Schlageter able to catch it, move the chains, first down.
1:16 to go on the half clock running. Wade looks, quick pass right side out of the backfield. Schlageter's got it, 40, 45, gets a block, cuts back midfield, 45, 44. First down, Geraldine to the Rogers 44-yard line.
And remember in high school ball, Barry, every time they get a first down, the clock's going to stop so that they can move the chains. So right there, about a 16, 17-yard gain into the Rogers 45-yard line. Clock is already started as they get ready to blow this play in.
First down, 45-yard line. Wade from the gun. One man right side looks, going to throw it deep right side. Oh, that's going to be a holding call. He grabbed him by the wrist right in front of you, Keith. The officials saw it and did not throw the flag.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get him right there, too. He had his guy beat. That's why the corner reached out, John, and grabbed him by the wrist. But I tell you what, I called it kind of early. I thought he had it for a touchdown.
Cooper Johnson, I think he was going to run under that one, but the defender grabbed him by the wrist, Chris, and slowed him down.
Yeah, that Cooper Johnson kid, guy, he's got some speed. He got some speed on the edge.
Yep.
Keith, going to your point, though, they have allowed the corners and the wide receivers to be a little physical tonight, so I'm glad that they kind of let that one go, because as they've been letting them play, that would kind of been an anomaly out a little bit.
Yep, 2nd and 10, 45-yard line, 51 seconds to go in the half. Wade rolls right side, throws it short. Bright makes the catch. Going to shove him out of bounds at the 41, a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Clock stops with 46 seconds to go.
I think they right there, Barry, they had a route going deep, but that route was covered. So the check down to number 23, Jacob Bryant, he's able to get upfield, gains about 3 or 4 yards, makes this a manageable 3rd down.
46.6 to go on half. 35-3, Geraldine. The winner takes on the winner of Vinemont and Westbrook next Friday. If Geraldine wins, they play at home regardless of who. Well, I guess if Vinemont wins, they may have to travel. So it's 3rd down, 8. Here comes pressure. Wade looks, pumps, throws right side. Throws a little bit too far. Johnson there. That time he led him a bit too much. It'll be 4th down and 8. We may see the punter for the first time. I think they're going to go for it. I think I would, 4th and 8.
Coach Davis, John Beck Wade comes here along the near side, talks with John Beck Wade. Barry, they may put him back there in shotgun and just let him kind of pooch it deep, because right now Rogers' offense has been kind of inept, except for the fact that drive, the second drive that they had, that went for about 8 yards, and they were able to get a field goal, hence the reason 35-3 Geraldine. And they may let John Beck Wade punch this thing deep.
Let's see. They're lining up 2 receivers wide left. Schlageter in the backfield with Wade. Wade out of the gun, sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, rolls left side, has pressure, throws it deep down the middle. Got a man, Bryant, got it, 10-yard line. He is hit hard in the back. How about that catch, Keith?
I'm telling you, toughness, just the first word that comes to mind. Young man, and he's not bigger in a minute. He catches the football, goes up and able to take an absolute shot in the back. He had no idea it was coming, still held on.
Ball is on the 8-yard line, 30 seconds. And Wade to snap quickly, spikes the ball. It'll be 2nd down.
John Beck Wade gets it. Remember that Geraldine's got 1 timeout, right? And Coach Davis could have used it then, but he knows that he may need that thing when it comes down to maybe just a few seconds, because now Geraldine is within field goal range. But, Keith, you know that they would love to put 1 more in the end zone and just have a big commanding lead going in at halftime.
Absolutely. And you might see a different team come out the second half just to keep everybody healthy for the next football game.
Do they, I forget, running clock in playoffs? For the point.
I still think both teams have to agree on it. But
all right, 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line, 29.2. Wade rolls to his left, looks. He's going to try to keep it himself around the corner. 5 to the 4 to the goal line. Flags down. He scores. I'm afraid it's coming back, though.
But, Keith, that's the same. I mean, John Beck Wade scored 3 touchdowns, I think, or 4 or 8, or however many he scored so far. But whenever they snap it to him and they just do student body right or student body left, he's just getting a great wall of blocks and able to get into the end zone. He scores this time just a little bit too much grabbing, I think, by that outside wide receiver over there. But whenever they've run that student body right or left, Keith, I mean, Geraldine's offensive wide receivers in the outer portion of their offensive line just dominate.
And I tell you something else, John, about Wade. He's very decisive about his cuts, and when he wants to make somebody miss, And you've seen running backs do this, especially college and pro running backs. They'll set it up like 3, 4, 5 yards before they get to that player. He's a natural runner. He's a natural running back, kind of a quarterback.
They back it up to the 15 with 22 seconds to go in the half after the penalty. Wade takes a snap, rolls right, looks to the end zone, looks, nobody open. He's going to tuck it and run to the sideline and go out of bounds at the 10. Wise move by Wade, nobody open. He gets a few yards. It'll be third down now.
Keith, looks like we had a flood route coming right at you, somebody to deep back of the end zone, shallow part of the end zone, and then coming at you at about the 5-yard line, but well covered by Rogers. John Beck, Wade, discretion, the better part of valor, holds on to it, gets about 5 or 6, and gets out of bounds.
Yeah, Nick Grigsby, the running back, he also plays deep safety for Rogers. He did a great job taking care of that deep man. I think that's where John Beck wanted to go with it.
11-yard line, third down, third and goal, 16.4 to go in the half. Geraldine leads 35-3. Threatening again, trying to add more to it. And there's movement. Was it Geraldine this time?
Yeah, we're going to get I think we're going to get an offensive lineman with the yips a little bit.
So they'll back it up again. Boy, a lot of penalties in this game.
Man, that's 7 on Geraldine, guys.
We've had over about 20 penalties in this game in the first half.
How many does Geraldine have, Jinx?
7.
Coach Davis won't be happy with that stat. I'm sure the Rogers coach won't be either. I think both of these coaches may have a conversation around penalties when they get to the locker room.
So they back it up again to the 17-yard line. So now it's third and goal from the 17. They were in field goal range. Now it'll be close. It'll be tough.
And Barry, right now, the entire playbook open to Geraldine, as you would think, because Coach Davis still has that one timeout in his back pocket.
So 16 seconds. Third down and goal from the 16-yard line. Wade sends a man in motion left side. Wade drops back. Looks, rolls left side. Looking. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run to the 10, to the sideline, and it's a late hit.
Wow.
Not enough for the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds inside the 10. What about the 7?
Yeah. Let's see. Is it going to be? It's going to be fourth down. So.
Right.
Looks like Coach Davis sending on the field goal. That's a good drive, though, guys. That started at the Geraldine 15-yard line, and they're able to get all the way into about the 8-yard line, and they did that with under 2 minutes to go, Barry. That is a good drive to close out the first half.
Just a little longer than the field goal from the left hash mark from the 15-yard line. Make it a 25-yard attempt, and I think Rogers may call a timeout first. And they do. So Geraldine will try the field goal from the left. Oh, yep, they did call the timeout. So they'll try the field goal from the left hash mark. And the kicker comes over. That's Lucas Phillips, the junior. So it's 35-3, 9.1 to go in the half. And what a first half of John Beck Wade. 4 touchdowns. One was 86 yards. The other one was 72.
And here's the crazy thing is, he doesn't miss a play on defense either. No. He's out there for every play. He's a ball player.
Yeah. Going back to him, guys, rushing-wise, now 7 carries, 189.
Goodness.
That's something I was thinking about earlier when Franklin went out. You've got, most of these Geraldine players, they're not just a quarterback or they're not just a tackle. They're football players. They play on both sides of the ball, a lot of them. So you think, hey, do we pull the reins back on John Beck just to make sure he's okay and he's going to be healthy? But it looks like they're going to turn him loose right here, especially, in the first half.
They're going to try the field goal. So now they line back up. 9.1 to go on the half on the left hash mark. 25-yard attempt. The snap, the hold, it is up. Plenty of leg. It is good. We'll take a timeout. 5.8 to go on the half. Geraldine up 38-3. You're listening to Geraldine football on Power 107.5.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
Welcome back. Geraldine adds a field goal. They lead 38-3. How about that drive?
Geraldine starting at their own 15-yard line. 7 plays, 78 yards. The drive stalls out about the 17-yard line. But Geraldine says, okay, we'll just kick a field goal 25 yards away. It is good. And with 5.8 remaining in the first half, Geraldine extends their lead 38-3.
Time for a kickoff. They've had decent field position every time. They've had really 2 good drives. They've also had an interception and a blocked punt and a fumble that was returned for a touchdown. High kick, short kick. It is loose. It is still loose. I think Geraldine's got it.
Oh, my goodness.
They've got time for like a Hail Mary to end the half if they choose to. They're on the Rogers 32-yard line with 3.6 seconds.
Yeah, I think Coach Garrett across the way just destroyed a clipboard, because the ball came down, bounced around. His players didn't get it. Keith, you were right there on the sidelines. Geraldine never gave up on it. And right now, they've got a chance for a Hail Mary. Or they may be going for a field goal, Barry.
Oh, they're lining up for a field goal. They really are.
I tell you what, got to give credit where credit's due. Lucas Phillips, his junior, he's an offensive lineman / kicker is what he's listed as. You don't usually see that. He's having a heck of a ball game tonight.
Well, how about was it a 68-yard field goal in the NFL last week?
Yeah, it was.
Wow. 68 yards.
Wow.
The guy from Little from Jacksonville. That's amazing. So this would be, it looks like with the ball right up T, roughly 39, it's going to be about a 49-yard attempt. They're going to put the T down at the 39. So you're looking at about a 49-yard field goal from the right hash mark. This would be impressive. He could knock this one through.
I can tell you this, Barry. Keith and I watched pregame last week, a little bit this week, and he just had a little tee, right, the little thing that holds it up. He is capable, Keith, of making it from this distance. He was probably, I guess if he kicked 5, what would you say? He was probably 3 out of 5?
Yeah, I'm going to get down here close, guys, where I can see this thing.
Run it back. Here we go, Phillips, 49-yard field goal. The snap. The hold, it is down. The kick is out. No. Sometimes you tend to try to overkick when you're trying one. That one wide left, no good. First half over. It's all Geraldine. Let's take a timeout. Halftime. Geraldine up 38-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving 1 community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
The furniture shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the furniture shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117. The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Rooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
Friday nights in the fall are special nights in our communities. It's when everyone comes together to cheer for our football teams, bands, and cheerleaders. This is DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. As you enjoy this football Friday night, I would like for you to think about the young people who are making decisions right now that could put their future at risk. Drugs are destroying the lives of our youth. Help us stop drug activity by reporting it to DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Call us at 845-3801.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Albertville Discount Pharmacy has been providing prescription and healthcare needs to the Sand Mountain area for over 30 years. With 3 pharmacists, Amy Honey, Brett Hogan, and Eddie Campbell, you will feel the confidence their staff provides. They want to be your pharmacy. Phone 256-878-1515 or come by Albertville Discount Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy at 422 North Broad Street in Albertville.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
Back to Geraldine, first-round playoff action. Wow, Geraldine all over Rogers, 38-3. Geraldine, they struck early after Rogers had their punt blocked after 3 plays. Geraldine recovered inside the 20. A couple plays later, John Beck Wade scored his first of 4 touchdowns. He went in from 12 yards out. Point after was good. 9:17 to go in the first. Geraldine up 7-0. Came right back. Rogers drove down the field. Impressive drive, but it stalled inside the Geraldine 20. Rogers kicks the 33-yard field goal with 4:55 to go in the first. 7-3 Geraldine. In the rest of the half, all Geraldine. John Beck Wade on the next drive had a 72-yard touchdown run with 4:32 to go in the first quarter. Extra point made it 14-3. They came right back, another big drive. John Beck Wade, a 2-yard run. 9:18 to go in the half. Geraldine led 21-3. You throw in a Rogers interception plus a fumble. And on the fumble, the scoop and score, big Kenneth Watson scooped it, scored from about 30 yards out with 8:54 to go in the half. Geraldine went up 28-3. John Beck Wade, the quarterback, the next drive, 86-yard touchdown run with 3:19 to go in the half. Geraldine made it 35-3. Geraldine got the ball back one more time, kicked a 35-yard field goal to end the half, making it 38-3. That's where we stand now. Geraldine will take on, if they hold on to win this one, they'll take on and play the winner of Westbrook Christian and Vinemont coming up next Friday night. Geraldine with the win, they will play at home regardless. Well, unless Vinemont does upset Westbrook, then I think they travel. But Westbrook, they'll take on Westbrook probably if Westbrook wins it. Coming up next Friday night, you can listen to the game here on Power 107.5. And speaking of football, coming up next Thursday night, we'll bring you Boaz Girls Flag Football Playoff action. We had the game a couple of nights ago, and Boaz won that game easily over Fultondale, and they'll take on Winona on Thursday of next week. That game begins at 5, and you can listen to it here on Power 107.5. Let's take a timeout. It's halftime. We'll have some stats in the Geraldine band coming up. Geraldine leads at the half 38-3. You're listening to Geraldine football here on Power 107.5.
For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving one community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
The Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117. The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Brooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
This is the DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. At the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, we truly believe in the concept of public service. My deputies and I will always strive to be fair and just and treat every person the same. We pledge to develop a partnership with the community to improve the safety for each citizen and give them a positive experience with our office. Our goal at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is to protect you, your family, and your property. God bless.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Albertville Discount Pharmacy has been providing prescription and healthcare needs to the Sand Mountain area for over 30 years. With 3 pharmacists, Amy Honey, Brett Holgan, and Eddie Campbell, you will feel the confidence their staff provides. They want to be your pharmacy. Phone 256-878-1515 or come by Albertville Discount Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy at 422 North Broad Street in Albertville.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
And welcome back to Geraldine. Halftime, the Rogers Band just finished their halftime performance. It's 38-3, Geraldine, with 4 John Beck Wade touchdown runs. We'll have the stats coming up in just a moment. Just a few carries by John Beck Wade with 4 touchdowns and over 150 yards rushing here in the first half. Geraldine up 38-3. Like I said, Geraldine, if they win, they'll take on the winner of Vineman and Westbrook Christian. They're both playing tomorrow night. A lot of games have been moved to tonight, and about half of them, roughly, as far as the listing area teams. We'll have all the scores coming up for you, but we do know next week if Geraldine holds on, which they lead 38-3, they will play at home next week against Westbrook. If they win, we'll have that game for you here on Power 107.5. Time now for the second part of the halftime show. We'll enjoy the halftime show with the Geraldine Bulldog Marching Band.
Drum Major Courtney Williams. Band captain is Lemma Daniel. Percussion captains are Faith Roden and Emily Woodrow. Color guard captains are Eva G. Murdoch and McKinley Hudgens. Tonight the band is proud to present their 2025 production, Rockin' in Reverse. We open with the 2004 rock classic Mr. Brightside and then roll back to 1998 to Pretty Fly. As we close the show, join us in 1992 with Radiohead's hit Creep, with a finale bringing us back home to 2004 with a snippet of Green Day's Homecoming. Drum major, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime exhibition.
That's the Geraldine Band with their halftime show. We're still a couple of minutes away from the second half kick. Geraldine will have the ball first. We'll check out some halftime stats coming up next. Halftime score, Geraldine leads Rogers 38-3. You're listening to Geraldine football here on Power 107.5.
For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving one community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
And welcome back to Geraldine. Getting ready for the second half. Geraldine up 38-3, led by John Beck Wade. 4 rushing touchdowns. Big first half for Geraldine. Turnovers for Rogers. Killed them. Had a blocked punt. Had an interception. Had a fumble by the quarterback. Geraldine picked up and took it to the end zone for a touchdown. I guess the biggest thing for Geraldine in the first half, other than the score, was the fact they lost a key player. And that's he plays both sides of the ball. Braxton Franklin, who plays defense, and he's the backup quarterback and sometimes running back and wide receiver with a left arm injury. He was taken off the field. Well, he walked off the field, but he was taken probably, I would guess, to the hospital to be checked out. Man, you hate that so bad. He's a key to this Geraldine team. I guess the only, if you look at it, the bright spot is he's right-handed. There's a left arm. If it's not too serious of an injury, something that's maybe not a break, he might can come back next week with it all padded up and taped up.
Yeah, maybe if you got if it's a clean break, maybe they can get what they call that, like you've seen, was it Jude Fan this year that came back and was wearing that club for Albertville, right?
That's
so
right,
just kind of club one hand and let him throw with the other, I guess.
So first half stats, what you got there, Chris?
Well, guys, I'm telling you what, man, these rushing stats for Geraldine are just amazing. Passing-wise, 4 of 7. It's about like last week with a passing game. This is about the same amount of yards they had against Douglas. Yeah. Passing-wise, 4 of 7, 67 yards. Guys, 10 rushes for Geraldine, 252 yards on the ground.
Whoa, say that one more.
Wow.
10 rushes?
10 rushes, 252 yards.
Now, I can do that math. That's 25.2 yards to carry. I got that math.
That's impressive.
319 yards in the first half.
And 2 of the runs by John Beck Way, 2 of his 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You got the 72-yarder and the, 86-yarder.
Yeah.
158 yards on 2 carries on those 2 runs alone.
Yeah. Sloginger, 2 carries, 58 yards. He also has 2 receptions for 30. Bryant has two receptions for 37. I'm sure Coach Davis talked to the players about the penalties in the first half. You can't do that. Can't do that. Next week you can't do that next week. So
and on the other side, Rogers started off the game with a very impressive drive, moving it down the field. Had a long run from the running back. Got inside the 20. Geraldine's defense held them to a field goal, but they had 2 drives about like that, and that's about it.
Yeah. 9 of 14, 64 yards passing, 21 rushes, 101 yards on the ground, 165 yards total. With their points on the board, you would think they would have more points with those kind of stats, but Geraldine doing a good job in the red zone once they get down there stopping them. But Grigsby, 12 carries, 89 yards, and the number 12 for them, 5 receptions, 39 yards. What's the last name for number 12?
Cole Marks. Yeah.
5 receptions, 39 yards for him. But, man, their penalties are just absolutely killing them, man. 13 penalties in the first half.
Also, Geraldine blocked one of their punts. They had an interception, and they had a fumble that Geraldine scooped and scored with big Kenneth Watson. How about Watson getting his first touchdown? I would guess first touchdown. I don't know.
It's a big boy touchdown, Barry, and there's nothing more. I think I like a big boy touchdown more than I do a pan meat lover's pizza. I think it ranks right up there with that, right? So, Barry, when I look, when I had a chance to talk to Coach Davis on Wednesday night, one of the things I asked him, I said, these were kind of what he thought keys to the games would be. Can we run the ball and do what we need to do running the ball? I think you put a check mark there. Are we able to control the clock? I would put a check mark there. Are we able to align on defense correctly? I would check that, get off blocks on the perimeter, come up and make tackles. All of those I think you would give check marks, right?
Yep.
The one that I think that Coach Davis would not be happy with is, in his last one he said, John, we must limit the penalties. I don't think Coach Davis would give himself a check mark right there.
I agree. Well, we're set to go. Rogers will kick off. They try an onside kick right off the bat, and Geraldine recovers. So, Keith, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I tell you what, it's big half by John Beck, like y'all talked about. He's putting up PlayStation numbers out here when you've got the defense set on rookie mode. I tell you, he's an athlete. He does a really good job running the quarterback spot for Geraldine and what they want to do. But that offensive line, he's playing behind guys. We've talked about it already. I've been just impressed with them every time we see them. They're very elite. Defensively, they're doing a good job. You know, the short pass Rogers was using in the first half kind of confused them a little bit. I think they kind of adjusted to that. It's all Geraldine right now. Looks like they're going to run another quarterback. Is that John Beck?
I can't tell. It looks like maybe, is that one? Let's see. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Midfield to the 45. That's John Beck.
Oh, that's him
yeah,
again.
that's him. 30. You see in the back of his jersey. 20 to the 10. And he'll run himself out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. He's going to be close to 200 yards rushing.
Man, just a fake of the underneath handoff. This time the guard's coming back this way, and John Beck Wade gets north and south. And by the time the linebackers, Keith, realize that he's broken through the line of scrimmage, he's running past them, and now the secondary's got to react, and John Beck Wade runs himself out of bounds so he doesn't get any injury, especially since the backup quarterback's banged up. He's just a player.
Down to the 7-yard line, first and goal, early third quarter, already up 38-3. Looking for more on this opening drive of the second half. Wade with two backs beside him. He'll hand off. Nope, he's going to keep himself. Rolls right side, throws, got his man complete. He'll try to bull his way into the end zone. Not going to happen. Cooper Johnson is stopped at about the 3-yard line. So it's going to be second and goal inside the 5.
Defensive end for Rogers here on the near side. Got up in John Beck Wade's face, Keith, right there in front of you. He does a great job of just checking that down to the flat and give him what the defense will give him.
Yeah, and a really good throw by John Beck. I mean, it's not a long throw, but he's able, you know, if you mess a throw up like that and you throw it too far behind him or something like that, he's not going to have momentum going forward. He does a good job with that kind of thing.
At the 3.5-yard line, second and goal. 11:05 to go in the third quarter. Wade turns, hands off to Slogater to the goal line. He gets him a touchdown. Slogater, his first one of the game, with 11 minutes to go in the quarter. It didn't take long. A minute drive. Geraldine is now up 44-3.
Keith, you said earlier in this broadcast that offensive line is an elite offensive line. What blocking at the point of attack between the tackles, and Slogander, the Slim Reaper, not even touched until he got into the end zone.
John throw Gabriel Garcia in there. He pulled around there and absolutely wore his guy out too.
Yeah, for the extra point. Kick is up and looks good. It is good. Didn't take long at all. We'll take a timeout. 11 minutes to go in the third. Geraldine up 45-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
The Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Welcome back. Didn't take long. A minute drive. Geraldine had 7 more. It's 45-3.
Rogers tried a little trickeration coming out of the halftime locker room with an onside kick. Geraldine able to gobble that up at their own 47-yard line. 3 plays, 53 yards. John Beck Wade doing a chunk of that, but Schlagender able to get the points from 3 yards out. Extra point up and good. Geraldine, first drive out of the halftime locker room. They lead 45-3.
Geraldine kicking off again. High kick, very short kick. Holy cow, he made the catch at the 43. He was hit by 2 men. He just tasted last night's dinner.
Dear God, somebody tell the man to fair catch it. Keith, tell the man to throw his hand in the air.
Bless his heart. 10th grade. He's a 10th grade backup offensive lineman, and he's returned. He's one of the front men. He's got to be ready to catch a ball and call a fair catch. Young man.
He's going to the sidelines saying, forget that forget that special team stuff.
Get him a tuba next year. First down, hands off, right side, cut, 45 midfield, riding to the 47-yard line to set up for a first down. A gain of 11. They've had some big plays, but not enough. They're down 45-3. Good run by Nick Grigsby again.
Yeah, underneath the handoff goes to the right side. Good job of blocking at the point of attack. Grigsby gets north and south. Needed 10, gained about 10.5 first down.
Still early third quarter. Rogers driving, Geraldine 47, hands off to Grigsby up the middle, weaving his way through, cuts around one man, 35 to the 30. Sloggiter throws him out of bounds into the medical tent. He's fine, though, but it's going to be another Rogers first down.
And right now, Rogers' offensive line's come out playing inspired football. I think you've still got the starting defense as a whole in there for Geraldine right now, but Grigsby's coming out here trying to put this team on his back, although they're way behind, but still trying to play.
26-yard line, first down. Davis back to pass, fakes, looks, rolls, right side, has pressure, is going to take it down the sideline, and he'll run himself out of bounds inside the 20. Good gain. It's going to be short of the first down, second down at about 3.
You know, Barry, when I'm looking at this thing a little bit, it looks like Geraldine is trying to play flat with their defensive line. And what I mean, they're just going to kind of go to side, right? But their linebackers are backing up into coverage. Their defensive backs are backing up into coverage. I think that may be the reason, too, Keith, that he may be getting some chunk yards here. Geraldine's just keeping everything in front of them.
Second down and 3, 10-14 to go in the quarter. Clock stop on the out-of-bounds play. Davis, options, left side going to keep. He's going to be tripped up at about the 19. He maybe got a yard. It's going to be third down and short.
Yeah, that time, Barry, defensive line comes forward. Linebackers take one step, and then they just kind of watching what's going on. And the quarterback, you said it, attacks the line of scrimmage. When the linebackers see Davis go toward the line of scrimmage, that's when they went after Davis. They're just trying to not let anything get behind them.
Third down 2 from the 18-yard line on Geraldine's 18. Quarterback Davis, man in motion, and we have a flag. I think somebody jumped for Rogers and give him another penalty.
That's exactly what they're going to call. Rogers, third down and 3, knowing that they need to get off the snap quicker than the Geraldine defensive line. One of the offensive linemen leaves just a half a second before the snap because, Barry, he's trying to get to his block. He's having to step to his right to get to the block, and he left just a little bit early, and what was a manageable third down at 3rd and 3 now becomes 3rd and long.
Clock running, 9:30 to go in the third. 45-3, Geraldine up. Rogers driving inside the Geraldine 25. It's third down and 7. Third down and 8 maybe. Davis rolls right side. He's got pressure, throws to the sideline. Incomplete, out of bounds. Good defense. I'll tell you what impresses me most at Geraldine. Looking at the sideline, there's Langford. There's another young man. There's about 4 not dressed out. Most of them starters. Then you lost Franklin at the beginning of the game. They've got about at least 5 players not here that would be on the team, and they're still an excellent football team.
And got a freshman corner who's playing lights out over there in A.J. Carter. This pass play, it was number 23, Jacob Bryant, junior defensive back, just nowhere for the quarterback to go. And Barry, right now, Rogers, no choice but to go for this on 4th and long.
4th down to keep their hopes alive. They need a first down. 4th down and 7. Davis drops back. Pressure's coming. Throws to the middle. Got a man. Incomplete. He could have been cut in 2 if the defender wanted to. Instead, thrown too high. Incomplete. Geraldine takes over. So, Keith, we were talking about how young this team is, but still how good they are.
Geraldine?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're young. It's amazing how young they are. You got your quarterback who's had about 1,005 yards tonight. He's a sophomore. He's been playing football here since he was in 3rd grade. Seems like he was on the varsity team. But you've got Langford. He looks like an NFL running back right now. He's a sophomore. I think they're losing 2 offensive linemen this year off this team. They're built to do this for a couple more years, guys.
Yeah. First down, Geraldine to take over on downs. 9:08 to go in the third. Wade stays in a quarterback. Wade rolls left side, option, pitch back, stops. Ooh, they got
That's
Cooper.
a face mask.
Yeah, boy, howdy. Took his helmet, turned it around, throws him down. Hope he's okay. That was a tough tackle.
Keith, I know that he's reaching back, but when you hold on to the face mask and you just kind of whip the guy to the ground, do you think that that's a little bit of frustration that's getting in the Rodgers defense right now?
Yeah, and worse than really, guys, he wasn't the face mask that time, which they're going to call a face mask on this. He kind of got his fingers up on the back of his helmet, and so his face mask ended up looking like it hit him in the mouth.
Yeah.
And that was old big guy over there. Looks like Hawk from the Road Warriors in the WWE. He absolutely got his hand in the back of that helmet and slung him around like a rag doll. He's a big kid.
First down, they mark it off to the 38-yard line. So with the penalty, the drive continues. 8:51 to go in the third. 45-3 Geraldine, and they've got it again. They're driving on their own 38. The snap to Wade. Wade hands off up the middle. Not much there. It's probably one of the worst plays they've had as far as yardage, a gain of 1. They were averaging about 25 yards a run at halftime.
That was number 12 right there, too, on that carry for Geraldine.
So Aiden Range, we've seen him play quite a bit on defense.
And Geraldine quickly up to the line of scrimmage, ready to run to the next play.
So it's second down and 8. Give him 2. Ball's on the 40-yard line. 2 men wide right side. Wade stays at quarterback. Sloggeter checks into the backfield with him, using all the play clocks they can. Down to 11, 10. Fakes the handoff. No, he does hand off. There's Range. Left side, 45. Midfield, 45. They're going to bring him down out of bounds, and it's going to be inside the Rodgers 40-yard line.
John Beck Wade takes the snap, faces this way. Underneath handoff, as you said, going to number 12, Raines, but the buck action comes out. Pulls front side and back side guard. Got a great kick out block. Great seal block. Raines hits that, and he is Katie bar the door, big chunk yardage play.
First down, Rodgers 40-yard line. Geraldine driving under 8 to go in the third.
The guys got a quick score from Connersville right now. 9:40 left in the game. They're up 21-7.
Wildcats at home.
Yep.
Chance to move on to round 2. All right, first down and 10. Wade back to pass. Steps up, pressure, rolling right side. Gets away from another man. 40, 35 to the 30. Going to run out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Pile up over here out of bounds. No flag. Or is there a flag? There is a flag. Well, it's back in the middle of the field. There's 2 flags down.
Yeah, you got
3 flags down.
All right, so you got one of the offensive linemen from Geraldine and one of the defensive linemen from Rodgers. They were swapping Christmas card addresses. And in the middle of swapping those Christmas card addresses, I think that both teams may get. Keith, do you think we might get an unsportsmanlike conduct on both squads for this because of swapping Christmas card addresses?
Yeah, they may be offset. And was there one over here at the tackle?
Yeah, there were 2 on the far side and 1 over here in front of us.
See, this one might have been unsportsmanlike conduct over here, a late hit.
Sideline warning's the first one. Rodgers holding Geraldine. Personal foul, Rodgers.
Personal foul on both Rodgers and Geraldine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the umpire that was walking back with the 2 where the offensive and the defensive lineman heard him swapping Christmas addresses, and I guess there's a violation when you're swapping Christmas card addresses there.
So it's going to be a first down, 27-yard line. After all that, they'll move the chains. 7:26 to go on the third. Still 45-3 Geraldine driving again. They're on the Rodgers 27. First down and 10. 2 men wide left side. Wade gets a different running back. I think Aiden Raines back in. Man in motion right side. He'll turn, hand off to Raines. Up. No, he's got an option off. Pitch back left side in front of the receiver.
Pass.
The ball is loose. Luckily, it went as a pass because he kicked the ball as he's trying to scoop it up about 20 yards downfield.
Well, and that's exactly what that's intended for, Keith, for the running back to be just a little bit ahead of you in that option. And if you pitch it forward and it drops and falls, it's an incomplete pass. And Geraldine really lucky there because, as Barry alluded to, Geraldine kicked it right over to where Rodgers would have been.
So it's second down. Incomplete pass is the call. 1 man left, 1 man right. Raines in the backfield with Wade. And in motion right side. Hands up to Cooper Johnson. Johnson stops, cuts to the 25. They're going to sling him around, throw him out of bounds. Short gain of a couple. Third down and long coming up.
Good job by Rogers that time. Their defensive line, Barry, and linebackers just kind of stringing that here along the near boundary, giving him nowhere to cut up, utilizing the sideline as the 12th defender, pushing him out of bounds, making this a 3rd down and long for Geraldine.
On the 27-yard line, up 45-3, under 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Looking at Fife, Lauderdale County guys, 4th quarter, Fife up 34-0.
They decided to come out of halftime locker room, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a close game at half?
14 up, 14-0.
Wow.
All right, third down 9. Geraldine man in motion to the left. That's Johnson. Wade rolls left side. Oh, he had a receiver open downfield in the end zone. Did not see him. He tucked it, runs, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Lost a yard even, so it's 4th down now and 10.
Seems like Rogers linebackers right there, Keith, that they were just bringing the house. We're not going to let John Beck Wade try to turn up. And then even when it was a pass play, just not time for him to be able to look downfield with those white jerseys everywhere.
Looking at John Beck Wade's stats, guys, 10 carries, 245 yards.
Wow.
10 carries what?
245.
So I'm averaging 24.5 yards. Oh, here we go, Barry. A big man field goal.
It'll be a 45-yard attempt. He missed a 49-yard attempt at the end of the first half. It was short and wide left. This one's right down, pretty much right down the middle. High snap, kick. The kick is in the air. No, not enough leg, and wide left. It's a little bit out of his range. So Rogers will take over with 5:42 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Almost makes you think he's rushing his kick when he kicks it.
Yeah, and I think Barry nailed it too, Chris, the last time he did that. I think he's trying to over-kick it. He's saying, hey, I got to kick the crap out of this to try to even get it close.
Yeah.
And he's kicking it on the inside of the football, and that thing's got a funky spin to it. And it's going to. If he'll just kick the ball, you don't have to kill it. Just kick the ball, make good contact. I think he comes a lot closer to hitting that.
Because we saw him in warm-ups at the beginning of the game, or before the game. Yeah, he was nailing them from there. So Rogers takes over. 20-yard line, 5:42 to go in the 3rd. Geraldine leads 45-3.
Yeah, that was probably 7. Let me look real quick. That tied the longest drive of the night for Geraldine with just 7 plays.
C.J. Davis out of the gun, 5 receivers. Sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, drops, looks left side, nobody there rolling. Gets rid of it. He was thrown to the ground, got rid of it to the last moment. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Had a lot of pressure coming on him by number 18, Isaac Foster, the junior, coming from this outside defensive end type position. Knew that he was probably going to get sacked, found just a white jersey out there in the area. Keith threw it in the ground so it wouldn't be intentional grounding, but he was just getting rid of that ball.
That's a good play on the quarterback's part because he was about to be sacked back inside the 5-yard line. Just got rid of it, and they've stopped the action for a moment. Might be an equipment problem with the player that came out for Rogers, maybe?
Yeah, I think we had an equipment problem on the guard. Keith, right now, the Foster kid that's come in playing defensive end, he's doing a great job on both of these offensive tackles.
Yep, 2nd down and 10. Rogers, 5:35 to go in the 3rd. Hands off, right side, stops, cuts, tripped up as he went over the 20-yard line. That's Nick Grigsby. So for the Bulldogs at 52.
Number 7.
Cade Justice makes the tackle on the right corner. A short gain of about 3, maybe 4, 3rd down and 6.
When Grigsby's coming at you, that's kind of a business decision, Keith. That's a big boy, and a great job there by number 7, Cade Justice, come up make the tackle.
Yep, 3rd down, 6, clock running, 5:05 to go in the 3rd. Quick drop throws, got his man. Oh, has he ever drilled? Does this Geraldine team hit or what? Gabriel Garcia, the moment he made the catch, hits him, he hangs on to it. It's still going to be 4th down and a yard.
Keith, that's just a shot. I mean, that's all that was to it.
Cool.
That's a senior linebacker is what you call that.
Man.
And Barry just kind of dropped back into coverage and left everything in front of him. Nothing's getting behind me. And when the quarterback threw that check down, Gabriel comes up, makes a solid tackle.
4th down and a yard. Quarterback heads up the middle. He is popped. I don't know if he got it, Keith. What do you think? Are you there?
Guys, I was trying to get a clarification on the number. I didn't even see it.
Wow.
It depends if it's a right foot or a left foot because he had to get to the 30. And Barry, they've marked him short. Yeah. They came in with a right foot spot, or excuse me, a left foot spot on the far boundary, which left the football about a football length shy of the 30-yard line. And, man, Rogers goes for it on 4th down deep in their own territory. And they're already getting smacked, I guess you would say, 45-3, and here comes the Geraldine offense.
Chris, how about that lick?
Wow. I think I heard that one up here.
He went straight up the middle, and about two different Geraldine D-line hit him, stood him up, and drove him backwards. So it was not enough. Geraldine has the ball, don't have enough players. They don't even have close enough. They got 7 out there. I think they're missing a few.
Guys, we've been covering Geraldine football games for about 5 years now.
Yeah.
That's the maddest I've ever seen Coach Davis. Apparently his offensive line, they're having a little dance party over here.
Yeah.
They're up 45-3.
Yeah.
Can't hardly blame them, but Coach Davis just lost his mind. I mean, bad.
Because they were missing 4 players. They broke in the huddle, and they were missing 4 of them. The line wasn't up there.
Yep.
Keith saying they were missing 4 players. Keith's like, I know where all 4 of them are.
Yeah.
They better play some 7-on-11. So now we're ready. Geraldine has it on the Rogers 30-yard line after stopping Rogers on 4 downs. 4:28 to go in the third, up 45-3. John Beck Wade, probably one more touchdown away from getting the rest of the game. They can score here. Wade hands off to Range. They grab him around the ankles, going to drop him. It's going to be a short gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
They brought those backside linebackers on a blitz, Barry, and if they don't hold on and make that tackle, Keith, I don't know if you saw what I saw, but if he's able to get out the back door, there is nobody down the back end of that, down the numbers and sideline.
No, you're right. The safety help was all over here on this side of the field. There was nobody back there, and they held on by just a fingernail.
4 minutes to go in the third. 2nd down and 8 on the Rogers 28. Geraldine driving again. 2 men wide right side. Wade, the snap, drops back. Pressure's coming up the middle. He avoids it. Runs left side, 25 to the 20, 15. He's going to run out of bounds with plenty enough for the first down. First down, Geraldine.
Don't you know if you're Coach Garrett across the way and the defensive coordinator, Keith, if you bring that linebacker and you miss John Beck Wade, that's a bad day all of a sudden, because as good as he can run, that is a bad way to make it happen.
He's a perfect quarterback to run this kind of offense, but really he is a running back there. Like I said earlier, it's so natural for him. He's able to set these cuts up, and his vision is so good for a sophomore.
How many yards, Chris?
260.
260 yards.
I'm trying to think the last time a game we covered where somebody had this many yards.
I don't remember writing that many down.
First down and 10. Geraldine ball. Wade hands up. Nope, he's going to keep. There he goes, right side, 15-5. He cut between 2 defenders. Touchdown. John Beck Wade has scored his 5th touchdown of the night.
Fakes the underneath handoff, and it's that buck sweep action that they nearly broke out the back door. And Keith, this time I think the linebackers followed the guards, as did the safety. And when John Beck Wade pulled it right there coming at you and turned north and south, there was nobody there to touch him.
It's a perfect read, John, and a perfect pull. I mean, he just has this offense down pat.
For the point after the kick is up, and he stays perfect. We'll take a timeout. Geraldine scores again, 3:03 to go in the third, 52-3. You're listening to Geraldine football on Power 107.5.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117.
Looking at a record-breaking night or record-setting. I don't know. I'd love to see the record books, because how about John Beck Wade with another touchdown?
Yeah, after turnover on downs, they went for it on 4th and a yard and didn't make it. Geraldine starts at the 29-yard line of Rogers. 5 plays, 29 yards later, John Beck Wade goes in from 15 yards out. Extra point up and good. Geraldine in command, 52-3.
High kick. Short kick, returnable, 25-yard line. Grigsby will try to cut the right side, looks for a block or two around the corner, gets away from one man, 35, 40 flags are down midfield. It's like every time they have a big play, there's a flag that brings it all the way back. They took this kick to the Geraldine 47, but it doesn't matter. They're going to bring it back.
Keith, I think you could have called about 3 different holding plays, or there's one block in the back and then 3 holdings on Rogers. You just had your pick.
Yeah, and, it's a killer for for them. I mean, they were going to have to play a pretty good football game tonight to stay with this team, but it's like there's starting to be a little bit of chippiness, a little extracurricular stuff going on. Hope
giving them the business.
Yeah, the coach over there at Rogers needs to rein this in a little bit.
You got to wonder, will Geraldine begin taking some players out? I think you really have got to, because you've got the game won. You've got round 2 next week. Trying to see if there's any new faces in there right now.
Guys, there is one, Kaysen Armstrong. He's wearing number 42 tonight, where he's usually been wearing number 50.
All right, so first down, Rogers fakes, rolls, right side, looks, gets away from one man, throws back across the body, incomplete at the 40-yard line at second down.
Great pressure from the interior and exterior of the defensive line, just not letting quarterback Davis get comfortable. He has to bail out of the pocket, go into the far boundary, and then throws it back across his body, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Geraldine calls the timeout. I wonder if they may make a change or two, if that's what this is, but no, it looks like the starters are staying out there.
Well, in that play, when they let him kind of break, contain, and get to the far side, and there were some wide receivers running open, defensive coordinator for Geraldine here along the near boundary just kind of absolutely went nuts. And I think maybe Coach Davis, and he wants to talk to the referee about maybe some chippiness. Keith, maybe you can overhear that conversation, but defensive coordinator wasn't happy with his defense anyway.
I can tell you exactly there, and I won't call a number out from a young man from the other side over there. He's been the one that's been pretty chippy since halftime. I've seen him do it several times, and I think that's what this timeout is. He wants to talk to the white hat and say, hey, you need to keep an eye on this kid. Not only is he doing some extracurricular after the play stuff, he threw a punch a second ago.
Well, and Coach Davis was pointing down at his knee. Has that guy been trying to cut people as well, like when they're not seeing it coming?
He's done a lot of stuff. I mean, it's getting pretty rough.
All right, second and 10 out of the Geraldine timeout. Geraldine up 52-3, 2:43 to go, third quarter. Yeah, still another quarter and some change left. Quarterback Davis out of the shotgun, 3 men wide left, drops, looks, throws right side, got his man complete, tackled short of the first down. It's going to be about 2 yards short, third down and 2.
Wide receiver for Rogers on the far side. Defensive back giving him a lot of cushion. You don't want anything to get up over the top. So he knows that he's not going to get past him, just kind of settles down. Rogers quarterback able to get it to him, but then I believe it was number 7, Cade Justice, coming up from his corner. Nope, excuse me, correction. Number 1, A.J. Carter, the freshman, coming up to make that tackle about 3 yards shy of the first down.
Third down and 2 on the Rogers 37. Quarterback keeps himself, bounces right side. Davis cuts, first down, going to be tackled. Nice open field tackle. I think that was Justice, but he picks up 3, enough for the first down. First down, Rogers.
Yeah, Justice doing a great job playing from the secondary on the far side. Realizes that Davis, the quarterback's not going to throw it. Takes off running, comes up from his secondary. Now, Justice is able to get the first down, Barry. He only had to get 3 yards, but Justice able to cut him down after about a 4-yard gain.
1:45 remaining third quarter. You have to wonder if fourth quarter may be a running clock. Don't know. Got a 49-point lead from the 41. Rogers, quarterback, high snap, pulls it down, looks right side, rolls right side, going to run right side, going to be stepping out of bounds, well short of the first down, a gain of 5.
Keith right there, he had no choice but to run that ball, and not. He had some wide receivers open later in the pattern, but because he held it, he had 2 offensive linemen that had already gotten downfield. Davis, no choice but to run that ball.
Yeah, and guys, again, not just trying to harp on the young man, but the coach on the other side needs to get this under control. It's every play now. He's doing something pretty nasty after every play.
And a 5, second down and 5 on the 46-yard line. Quarterback Davis, 2 men wide left, drops back, looks right side, throws right side, got his man complete, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds around the 45-yard line. First down, Rogers.
And once again, Barry, you got a defensive backs that are giving a lot of cushion. Number 4, Tensor Wood out there, senior, sticks route. And what we mean by a sticks route, you find out where the first down marker is, go about 1 yard or 2 past that, slam on the brakes, ball should already be in the air. And when Tyser Woods turns around, ball's in the air, catches it, gets out of bounds, and moves the chains.
1:11 to go in the quarter, 46. Quarterback hands off left side. Grigsby cuts, makes a move, 40, 35-yard line, 33-yard line. Good run, a gain of 12, and he's still going, still going. 11, 10. Another to the 30-yard line rather, but he picked up about 10, 15, 16 yards.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Barry, who's the secondary guy who came up was in the bottom of that pile? Was it number?
Was it Bryant again?
Yeah, I think it was. It was Bryant that comes up. If Bryant doesn't make that tackle, I think Grigsby's going to be able to take it to the house. So credit that young man coming up making the tackle.
30-yard line, first down for Rogers. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Quarterback Davis, man in motion. That's Grigsby. Fakes the handoff. Keeps himself up the middle. Good run. 25-yard line to the 20. Broke loose. Breaks the tackle to the 17-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down.
And right now, Geraldine playing, I think, very pretty safe defense.
Yeah.
Just keep everything in front of you. Try to stay lateral. And Rogers running their offense. This time fakes the underneath handoff. Quarterback gets behind his line on the right side. Got a hole. Able to get north and south. Needed about 9 or 10 and was able to gain about 12.
Time for one more play if they hurry. 14, 13, 12 left in the quarter. First down from the 19. Make it 18-yard line. I don't know if they're going to snap it. I don't think they will. The clock will wind down, and the third quarter is over. We'll take a timeout after 3. Geraldine leads 52-3. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving one community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
The Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger is offering you low prices on all Lazy Boy furniture. Their showroom is filled with spectacular selection of recliners, sofas, entire room groups, and much more. Lazy Boy is designed to fill your home with quality crafted furniture with exclusive features for feel-good comfort that's built to last. Come on in now and save at the Furniture Shop Lazy Boy Comfort Studio on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Fourth quarter coming up 52-3. Geraldine in control. They've added 2 touchdowns here in the second half. Rogers driving, but it's going to be too little too late as we begin the fourth quarter.
Barry, you talk about just a Geraldine defense stalemating Rogers coming out at halftime. Rogers had a 6-play drive, and then Geraldine able to stop them with turnover on downs, and then Rogers with a 4-play drive stopped them with turnovers on downs, with Geraldine scoring on both ensuing offensive possessions. Right now, Rogers on a 9-play drive that has taken us into the fourth quarter.
First down on the Geraldine 18-yard line. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Davis out of the gun, 2 backs beside him. Davis fakes the handoff, runs a little reverse, stops, cuts, 20, 15. Going to drop him around the 14-yard line. Aiden Raines again, one of the Bulldogs making the tackle. That young man's had a really good game.
And what about this, Keith? Because he's right there in front of you. Aiden Raines comes up, stays at home, and because it's a reverse, nowhere for the running back to go, comes up, makes a tackle. Excellently played.
Second down at 8 and the 15-yard line. Quarterback Davis, high snap, quick pass, left side, got his man. He's being, one of the defenders being held, no flag. He breaks the tackle, 10, diving inside the 10. They're going to mark him. Let's see where they spot him. It's going to be, is it enough for a first?
Looks like it's going to be shy.
Yep, it is.
Boy, what a great job. Keith, that wide receiver for Rogers did everything but first-degree mugging of the cornerback from Geraldine on the far side, breaks the tackle, still makes the play.
Yeah, and it was on that AJ, the little freshman defensive back. He's holding his own out here, guys.
Third down and 3, Davis. Out of the gun, under 11 to go in the game. Davis rolls right side, throws back short. Got his man out of the backfield. He will not get away. 80-yard line, no gain at all. Good job of the Geraldine defense. First Bulldog over there was Tyler Eakins, number 41.
Barry, I think they're going to give him the first down. They're going to say that he turned and got half the length of the football past the first down. But great job by Geraldine to rally and come back, because I thought he was going to catch that and make it into the end zone right there in front of Keith.
It's first down. The ball is on the 8. First and goal. 10:30 to go in the game.
Priceville must have scored again on Gunnersville. They're still in the fourth quarter. It's 21-13 now.
Fife won their game.
Yeah, Fife won 34-7.
All right, Fife moves on to round 2. All right, 8-yard line. 10:16 to go in the game. Davis drops, looks to the end zone, looks, nobody open, rolling, throws to the end zone. This throws it on the ground. Good play. This threw it down, incomplete. It'll be third down.
I think that could have been intentional ground. I think they're going to give him the luxury of being barely outside the tackle box since you're at a 49-point deficit. What do you think, Keith?
Yeah, there wasn't anybody over here. The closest jersey to it was Geraldine number 7, Kay Justice.
Looks like no running clock. Clock stopped, 10:08 to go in the game from the 8-yard line. Quarterback keeps himself. 5 to the 4 to the 3. Hit, spins, dives, touchdown. He gets in with 10:01 to go in the game. Actually 10 minutes, touchdown Rogers.
Yeah, it's a good job by the quarterback right there. Davis not giving up, fakes the underneath handoff, gets north and south behind his offensive lineman, actually gets stopped, Keith, right in front of you about the 1-yard line, and then just kind of has to dive over into the end zone. Good toughness by a little kid.
Yeah, showed a little nifty spin move right there too, John, and jumped. He kind of cleared somebody on the goal line. I don't know who he jumped over, but athletic maneuver.
After the extra point, snap, kick gets up in the air, and it is good. We'll take a timeout. 10 minutes to go in the game. It's 52-10. Geraldine leads. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
Brooke Jones Walker, owner and pharmacist at Geraldine Drugs, a full-service pharmacy, offers a convenient drive-through, Flavor X medicine flavoring, CBD oil, vaccines for pneumonia, shingles, and they test for flu and strep. They carry a new line of skinny syrups and Tyler Diva products. Most all insurances accepted at Geraldine Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, located on Highway 75 North in Geraldine. They appreciate your business. Phone 256-659-2117.
Fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. Rogers gets on the board. They cut it to 52-10, but too little, too late.
Rogers starts at their own 30-yard line. 13 plays, 70-yard drive with Davis capping it off from 7 yards out. Extra point up and good. But once again, Barry, you alluded to it. Geraldine with a commanding lead, still up 52-10.
Let's see if Geraldine keeps some of the starters out after the kickoff. They may even try an onside kick. Not enough time, though. 10 minutes to go in the game. Geraldine moving on to round 2. They'll take on the winner of Westbrook and Vinemont. Those two meet tomorrow night. High kick, short kick. Here comes the return, 25-yard line. Makes a good move, bounces left side to the 30. Cooper Johnson, 35. Johnson has a lot of speed.
That's going to be 15.
Should be. He's a really good basketball player, too, so there's no flags. It'll be Geraldine ball about the 36, 37-yard line.
I think the referees, Keith, are trying to get it out here as well. I mean, when you got a 42, one team up 42-10 with 9:51 left to go in the ball game, I think you start becoming, for lack of a better term, Keith, maybe like a hockey referee. You're just trying to keep a fight from breaking out.
He was a pretty good shove out of bounds over here in the Geraldine sideline.
So, guys, Priceville did an onside kick and got it back. 57 seconds left, and they got the football 57 seconds left.
They have a chance.
Yeah.
21-13.
Down by 8. Yep, down by 8 points.
Up Geraldine, 37-yard line. New quarterback in. Quarterback is Carter. Carter going to keep himself. Bounces right side. Stops, cuts. What a run. 47. Not bad for his first carry. It was a very late flag. It's kind of what you've been talking about, Keith. There's a Rogers player
I think he's giving the business to number 18 here.
He sure was.
And I get the frustration. Totally get it. It's a playoff game, and you're getting spanked pretty good and for these seniors' last ball game. But, man, go out and show some class, okay? Don't go out like this. It's just you're embarrassing your school right now.
So they're giving just a 1 penalty going to Rogers. The new quarterback in, A.J. Carter, he's in because the number 2 quarterback, Franklin, went out with a left arm injury early in the game. They lost to Franklin, offense and defense. So now how about A.J. Carter, the freshman, has stepped in and played a great game on defense.
Man, played a great game over there at corner, and now you're getting your shot at quarterback. And Barry, a few moments ago on his very first carry, able to gain 9 yards. Looks like he's very slippery, I guess would be the good word.
Gustavo Reyes, number 14, is in the game, a wide receiver. So the Bulldogs getting some new faces, and I think Rogers jumped. Step the line. I think there's some new linemen in the game, I believe.
There are. You've got some new, younger offensive linemen in the game, and right there, the Rogers defensive front shifted, and when they shifted, those young offensive linemen moved a little bit prior to the snap, and so they're going to back Geraldine up 5 yards. But you got a lot of, Barry, as my granddaddy used to say, you got a lot of youngins out there playing right now.
Number 3, Jesse Ryder. He's a junior, but his first action. See number 22, Rhett England, a freshman, check in. There's 53, Luke Slayton on the line.
Got number 73, which is Drew Hill. He's a freshman offensive lineman getting his first action of the night.
We'll get some more names in a second. Clock running, 9:13 left. And there's another flag.
Goodness.
That one's a delay game.
Wow. We've had a lot of penalties in this game, around 30, would you say?
So Coach Davis, Keith, that time, did you see him point out there? He pointed out to the quarterback, and he said, now the other one was on them. That one was on you. So Coach Davis not giving the freshman any leeway right now.
That's 26 flags, guys.
Wow. Goodness.
And there's still 9 minutes left, Chris.
Yeah. I might fill up the sheet right here.
So they back it up to the 48. They're on the Geraldine's on the Rogers 48. Clock stopped, 9:11 to go in the game. Quarterback A.J. Carter. Carter fakes the handoff, keeps himself up the middle, going down. He dives to the 45. Short gain of 3. It'll be, second down and long.
Just a safe underneath handoff or fake of the underneath handoff. Get north and south behind your offensive line. Gained about 4 or 5 yards. Just keeps this clock rolling.
Hey,
you said, go ahead, Keith. I'm sorry.
Just real quick, John, kind of a cool moment. Can confirm I talked to Kenneth Watson. That is his first touchdown of his career earlier.
And it was a good one. 2nd and 17, Geraldine ball. Carter turns, fakes the handoff, bounces right side. He's got the corner, 40, 35, stops, cuts, 30. Inside the 30, 25-yard line. How about, here's a very late flag. Maybe a face mask as he's going down. What a run by number 1, A.J. Carter.
Keith, you take John Beck Wade out, and he's got like 9 million yards tonight. And then you put in number 1, A.J. Carter, and you're like, okay, maybe we're going to slow this thing down. A.J. Carter got some explosive speed as well, but, Barry, this one looks like it's coming back on a hold.
Yeah, it is. I thought maybe face mask, but no. How many yards for Wade? What did he finish tonight with, Chris?
285.
285.
How many rushes?
12.
Goodness.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's PlayStation numbers, okay?
Yeah, man.
What a game. And played defense, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Played every snap of defense.
Check it out, guys. Check it out. Priceville scored. They're down by 2 with 5 seconds left. They're going for 2.
Going for 2 to tie it. Geraldine comes out 2nd down and 8. They're on the Rogers 38-yard line. Carter hands off up the middle, right up the gut, 35-yard line. Here's another flag, 2, 3, 4 flags coming out. It's a gain of 3, but here comes the flags.
The referee on the far side threw his so far up in the lights, Barry. I thought that was a comet coming down. Did you see that? I mean,
you hit the beaver moon
you
or
could
that
go
one.
out there and fair catch the flag.
He may need rotator cuff surgery after that one.
So another flag. This is the longest second half. Also in the game is number 24, Mason Hill, an 8th grader just checked in.
So we got offsetting penalties, Barry. We got a hold against Geraldine, and then the third cut of the defensive line of Rogers, and so that offsets, and we'll just replay the down.
All right, so it's 2nd and 8 still. 7:55 to go in the ball game. Geraldine with the ball again. They'll try it again. 2nd and long. You got Carter. Carter hands off right up the middle. Nowhere to go with that one. Yeah, that time the backup D-line offensive line didn't have a lot of success on that one. Trying to see who's the new faces on the offensive line. There's 73. That's Drew Hill, a freshman.
Got number 60, Reed Wade, Barry, that's the freshman.
I think that was a new running back, too, Mason Hill, 24.
Yep.
Did he get to carry it?
Yeah.
8th grader.
That's cool.
Yeah,
is that number 71, Barry Parker Jones, sophomore offensive lineman?
Yep. So a very young offensive line out there.
All right, guys, Priceville scored and tied it up. It's 21-21.
Oh, my goodness.
Going to overtime?
Yeah, going overtime.
Nice.
That one's at Geraldine? at
Gunnersville, yeah.
Wow. All right, 3rd down and 8. Carter rolls left side. Looks, throws. Got his man complete. 29. Not only can he run, how about that pass by the freshman quarterback Carter?
And he needed the 28, so this may be where now they're going to give it to him. They're going to, or at least they signaled first down. Did they not? Hold on, the referee's pointing. Because he signaled first down.
Yeah, they're not going to. There's no measuring in football.
No.
Now, they're not going to give him the first down. But that pass, Barry, he needed 9. He gained 8 of it, so this makes it a 4th and a yard.
He was rolling to his left and threw it across his body. That was a beautiful pass right on the money. 4th and 1. Carter fakes the handoff, keeps himself up the middle. First down, 25, 20, cut, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Geraldine.
Keith, how fitting is that a freshman that's been playing defensive back and over there doing a great job gets his chance to come in and is able to get a touchdown in a state playoff game?
He gone. I tell you what, that young man's got speed. But not only that, for a freshman, and hey, John Beck did it last year, but a freshman to make that read, to pull that thing when that linebacker flew out there and him able to take it up the middle. I don't know how he does it over here, guys. He gets his freshman to play.
He gets some quick feet.
And the kick, it is up, and it has hit a guy near the concession stand. It is good. 6:50 to go in the game. 59-10, Geraldine. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
The town of Geraldine is happy to support the Geraldine Bulldogs. On behalf of Mayor Chuck Abels, council members Melissa Gilbert, Mark Hale, Larry Lingerfeld, Stanley Brooks, Tony Taylor, Sean Roger, Police Chief Heath Albright, and all the employees of the town of Geraldine, we wish the Bulldogs continued success. We are proud of all our teams, our cheerleaders, our band, and all the school personnel for their hard work to provide our community with citizens capable of leading us to be an even greater society for many generations. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back. Another touchdown. Backup quarterback Carter. How about that run?
Yeah, what about this? Geraldine started their own 37-yard line. It only took them 4 plays to go 63 yards, with Carter doing 30 of it to go to the end zone. Extra point up and good. Geraldine fully in command of this game with 6:50 left to go, Barry. 59-10 Bulldogs. This is, I would say Rogers is not a pirate. They're a piece of steak tonight, guys.
Wow. How about Carter on that run? And he's the third-string quarterback. High kick, returnable 25-yard line. Grigsby runs over a man. Good run, 32-yard line. That's where Rogers will start. But it's a 59-10 game with 6:44 left.
And going back to Carter, guys, he's like Barry said, a freshman. You see those cuts he was making, those reads he was making? He's quick as lightning.
Like what Keith said, he gone. I mean, he got it. I mean, Keith, by the time he faked the underneath handoff, and Rogers realized that he still had the ball, he was already in the secondary, and then he made a cut, and he just left the safety standing there, and nobody touched him.
All right, first down and 10, 31-yard line, 6:44 to go in the game. Quarterback hands off. Grigsby stops, cuts 35 to the 40, to the sideline, 45 midfield. There he goes. I don't see any starters out there. He's going to take it all the way. No flags are down. So that's about a, 68-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, you got a lot of young'uns out there now on the defensive side. They ran an underneath handoff, still got the starters in on the offensive front and on the wings there. And Keith, they just, when you got older, experienced players against young'uns, sometimes they just get better blocks, and Grigsby able to go down the sideline.
We used to call them nannies back in the day. You got the young ones in there. And it's cool to let them get some experience. I mean, it's 59-10. So
well, guys, after that Grigsby carry, that's 211 yards for him.
Point is up, and it is good. We'll take a timeout. 6:30 to go in the game. It's 59-17, Geraldine. You're listening to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
This is the DeKalb County Sheriff, Nick Weldon. At the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, we truly believe in the concept of public service. My deputies and I will always strive to be fair and just and treat every person the same. We pledge to develop a partnership with the community to improve the safety for each citizen and give them a positive experience with our office. Our goal at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is to protect you, your family, and your property. God bless.
Welcome back. Wow, 59-17. This game has been the longest one I've seen in a while. Still 6:30 left.
Yeah, Rogers started their own 32-yard line. One play, 68 yards later, it was Grigsby, their top running back, taking it all 68 yards. Extra point up and good. But once again, Geraldine fully in control of this game with 6.5 to go in the ball game. Geraldine 59-17 over Rogers.
What happened to the running clock? Bring it on.
Yeah.
Here's the kick, high kick, returnable, 20-yard line. That's Johnson. Johnson tries the left side to the sideline, 25-30, cuts back going down, 30-yard line. Good run by Cooper Johnson. Geraldine will start, 6:22 to go on the game. Geraldine will be taking on the winner of Vinemont and Westbrook coming up next Friday night. Those two meet tomorrow night. We'll have all the scores coming up with the scoreboard. And then next week, next Friday, will be if Geraldine, which they're going to win, Westbrook, if they win, Geraldine plays Westbrook here. I'm guessing if Vinemont wins, being a lower seed and having to travel, I guess Geraldine would have to travel. But on paper, Westbrook should be favored in that game.
Barry, did you call out number 53, Luke Slayton, on the offensive line last time? If not, he's a new face on this
So
one.
Luke's in there. 6:22 left. Geraldine ball. Carter fakes the handoff, keeps himself. They're going to wrap him up this time for maybe a yard at the most. We'll try to get some more names for you, more faces. So it's 63 or it's 53. I thought it was 63, but yeah, a lot of new faces in there. But they played pretty much everybody they have.
Yeah, I mean, when you look over here at the sidelines, a lot of starters, a lot of young ones. And you said the funny thing is a lot of those freshmen and sophomore are actually starters, I guess you could say, but now they're just playing them in different positions and getting them ready for as they grow in this program.
May have to have them. You never know. You lost one of your key players early in this ball game. He went out. So it's 2nd down and 9. Hands off up the middle. Same result, maybe a yard if the most. It'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up.
This time, everybody right now focusing on number 1, A.J. Carter. So A.J. Carter starts going to the far boundary, underneath handoff to his running back, and I think that was number 14, Gustavo Reyes, coming on kind of a reverse, and then Reyes trying to get north and south. Rogers does a great job of gobbling him up right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, 59-17 Geraldine. 5:09 to go in the game. Bulldogs with it, 3rd down and 9. Quarterback Carter. Carter rolls right side, looks, stops, cuts. Takes it back up the middle. They're going to stand him up back to around the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 4th down, clock running with 4:50 left.
Keith, he's going to have to get a little bit better when he rolls out, realizing kind of having that internal clock in his head because he let that backside defensive end track him down from behind.
You know what I think the problem is, John?
I don't know.
This feller over here hadn't been beating on this piece of tin in the whole second half.
Yeah.
He just fired his arm back up, so they'll start playing better.
He switched hands. He's ready.
He ran out of nails to put the 10 up there.
So Geraldine will punt. Clock running, 4:23 to go. So Rogers' season will come to an end. The number 4 seed in their region, they're going to fall to 5-6. The snap, good kick, high kick. He's going to get away from that one. Good call. That's going to bounce around the 44. So it comes back upfield. So Rogers has it again. Geraldine in control, 59-17.
Can somebody, Keith, run over there real quick to Coach Garrett and tell him just run the ball? I mean, 4 minutes to go. Let's just run the ball.
They did a second ago. We scored one from about 68 out. So run it and don't score, Coach. How about that? Hey, on an off note, I tell you what, I need to get an NIL deal for these heated vests. This thing right here is fantastic.
You like that, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like a fancy man.
All right, Rogers ball. Geraldine, some more new faces in. They're on their own 46-yard line, 1st down and 10. Quarterback stays the same. That's Davis. And then, of course, another whistle.
Oh, man.
Another penalty?
Yeah, I think we got an offensive lineman. Now, timeout by Geraldine. I think that they were shifting, and Geraldine didn't shift. Coach Davis wanted to talk to kind of his younger players.
They had moved in number 22, Rhett England. He had just checked in. See what other faces.
Bryson Harris, freshman running back / linebackers in.
Okay. Luke Slayton playing on defense now. So 24, that's 70. Is it 74 here in front of us?
74.
That's Caden Gilreath, a freshman. And this is still really a young Geraldine team.
Guys, looks like Gunnersville got the ball first and missed a field goal.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so if they miss the field goal, if Priceville scores the points, they win.
Yeah, I just got the text saying the same thing, that they attempted a field goal, missed, and Priceville has the ball now.
I bet Greg's excited, isn't he?
Oh, wow.
In the high school, they start at the 10-yard line, right?
Yeah.
All right, 46-yard line. Quarterback Davis fakes the handoff. He's going to keep himself up the middle, 50-49. They're going to stop him, a gain of 5. It'll be second. Oh, here comes a late flag. And it's not something we haven't seen. They're just pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Yeah, but unless there was something else, Keith, I mean, that's just two offensive and defensive linemen just kind of loving on one another a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't see it that time, guys. I tell you what, let's brag on a young man, and I know we talked about how many yards he had a second ago. Nick Grigsby. Grigsby, senior running back for them. I'd be surprised if he's not getting some offers. He's a good-looking kid. You watch him run, you could set a Coca-Cola on top of his head, he wouldn't spill a drop. He's so darn smooth. He reminds you like of a Christian McCaffrey, somebody like that can play running back, or he can go out and play some receiver. So I would be surprised if he's not getting some looks.
Jink, how many yards does Grigsby have? You called it out a while ago.
19 carries, 211.
Wow, that 68 helped him a lot, but that's 211 yards. Good. That's a chunk of yardage.
Number 52, Tucker Warner, in the game for Geraldine, a sophomore. His first appearance. Is that number 8 here in front of us?
Parker Dowdy.
Parker Dowdy's checked in. So clock running, 3:40 left. That was against against Rogers. It's second down and 20.
Guys, looks like, no, that's number 22. Brett English.
Davis fakes the hand. No, he does hand off. There's Grigsby again. Grigsby going to be stuck. Good hit there by young Parker Dowdy, who just checked in. Helped bring him down after a short game.
Man, Parker Dowdy did a great job. He was getting blocked by the wide receiver, able to undercut that block, make his way back toward the middle of the field, get his helmet across, and make a good tackle. Great job by that young man just checking into the ball game.
It's third down and 14. Down to 3 minutes to go in the game. It's 59-17, Geraldine. The last 2 touchdowns have come for Rogers against the second team on Geraldine. Their starters out of the game. 2 men wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback Davis drops, looks, throws. Got his man open. There's the big guy, 50, 45, 40. You get out of the way. There he goes, 40, 30. Runaway truck, 10 into the end zone. He goes. I wouldn't got in front of him. No. I still don't understand why didn't he throw it to him more than twice the entire game?
Yeah. Yep. I was going to say, Chris, that's got to be just 2 or 3.
That is the second one, yeah.
Wow.
Preston Luttrell, they list him at 6'3", 190. That's not even close.
No, he's got to be 220, 225 at least. Maybe even 230.
Man, he can run. If I'm at college, that would be a tight end I would look at because he can block, he can run, and he's just a big guy. Extra point kick is up. It is good. Let's take a timeout. 2:33 left. They had 7 more. It's 59-24. You listen to Geraldine Football on Power 107.5.
For 73 years, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 12 locations to serve you, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
59-24. They had another touchdown against the second team, maybe even some of the third strings.
Yeah, absolutely. Rogers started at their own 47-yard line, got the 15-yard penalty that backed them up. So the play will say that it went 53 yards for the touchdown in 2 plays. However, Luttrell able to go 57 yards, aided by that penalty. Extra point up and good. But once again, Geraldine fully in control of this game. 2:33 to go, Barry. They're up 59-24.
And Rogers set to kick off. High kick, deep kick, having to go back. Cooper Johnson tracks it down around the 10-yard line. And did he call a fair catch or just took a knee?
He just took a knee. Okay. Cooper's like, I'm not going to get hit with 2.5 to go.
Not get hurt. Yeah, 2:31 left in the game now.
Jenk's getting an update. Let's see what the update is. So we missed. So we went to in the Gunnersville-Priceville game. We've gone into overtime, tied 21 up. Gunnersville missed the field goal, and what happened?
Yeah, Priceville's fixing to attempt a 30-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gunnersville just took a timeout to ice the kicker.
Well, if they're attempting a 30-yard field goal and you started to 10, then somebody got a 10-yard penalty.
Sure enough.
Wow.
All right, Geraldine ball, 2:31 left. Quarterback Carter stays in. A.J. Carter, the snap. Carter hands off. A little bit of a hole there over the 10-yard line to 11. Nice little run by Rhett England, the freshman. Picks up a few.
Man, guys, my stat sheet's full for Geraldine. I don't have any room.
Guys, right now, Coach Davis, 213, 212, 211 to go in this ball game, 59-24. Keith, you know you've been there before. We've all been there before. You're just trying to get these guys a lot of experience, not get anybody hurt, and let's just get out of this game.
Hey, real quick update. Kick is good. Gunnersville goes down.
Oh, my goodness.
Priceville beats Gunnersville in overtime.
That's a surprise.
Down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So 1:47 left in this one. Carter, the snap runs right up the middle, 15, 16-yard line. After every play, there's at least a pile up and some, looks like they're doing some kung fu kicks over there on the side, just going at it.
Yeah, you hate to see it. I mean,
yeah.
Finish your season and your career out with a little bit of class. There's no sense in this.
Barry, right now, an upcoming 3rd down and about 2, but 20 left to go. And if number 1, A.J. Carter, who's checked in at quarterback, can move Barry, they might not have to run another play. I mean, even if they go to 4th down. But if they get the 1st down, it's definitely over.
All right, 3rd down and 2. 1:02 left in the game. Carter, hands off. Oh, my goodness, he's not going to get the 2. Well, he almost broke free, but he goes down, and it should be short. Lost a yard, so maybe one more snap. 4th down and 3 with 45 seconds left.
Looks like he may be sitting out his starters in terms of I wonder if this is a punt attempt. Because there's about, what would you say, Barry, about 12-second differential.
Yeah, there is.
About a 15-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. So he's just trying to punch this one out of here.
So Geraldine will punt. 20 seconds left. Oh, a high snap almost over his head and almost blocked, gets rid of it. 40 midfield. Here's a return. Grigsby with it. 40, 35 to the sideline he goes. 20, 15, 10. Flags are down. They're going to knock him down out of bounds with 5.7. They'll mark off the penalty. We'll have 1 play left.
So I think we're going to get an illegal block in the back on Rogers during the return. So, Barry, that's going to back him up about 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which was, it looks like it was about the 20-yard line. So Rogers probably going to start with the ball somewhere around the Geraldine 30 with 5.7 remaining.
So Geraldine, big win. 5.7 left. 59-24. And keep in mind, the 21 of them have come against the second team and 3rd string. Geraldine starters only gave up the 3 points. So time for 1 snap. I think our little hammer boy over there.
They're going to go for a field goal, Barry.
Finally wearing down. I think his batteries are out.
Did you see that, Barry? They're lining up for a field goal.
Actually, he gave the hammer to like a 5-year-old child.
That's always good.
Yeah,
that always ends well.
So a child's got a hammer now.
So there's a piece of tin that's about 5-6 feet long, and they've got it kind of attached to the bleachers. And all game, there's somebody with a hammer beating that piece of tin like there's no tomorrow.
They've got 3, and 2 of them they've already beat them off the bleachers. I mean they're just beat all to heck. One's hanging sideways. They're just wearing one out now.
So are you telling me if I have a barn in Geraldine that has a tin roof, beware they may be coming to get some more tin for the next round?
They need some sheets there, John.
Keith, a few moments ago when Rogers came out, 5.7 remaining, they lined up in a field goal formation. This time they come out, no backs in the backfield. Everybody spread out, Barry.
So they're going to probably throw a Hail Mary, try for some points. Quarterback's back. Nope, throws it short. Takes a knee with 2.1. A gain of about 5. Now that is going to end it. The clock will wind down. Geraldine wins this one.
Hold on. No.
They're going to give him a play?
Coach Garrett across the way, when his guy caught it, went down to a knee. Coach Garrett called a timeout with 2.7 seconds to go.
Yeah.
The the Geraldine coaching staff.
Come on, guys.
Just look at the body language of Coach Davis here at the 33-yard line, Keith. I mean,
finish the game.
He's just staring at Coach Garrett across the way. He's not looking at the player.
No.
They got it. They got 4 more yards, so now they can kick a field goal.
They're going to try a 42-yard field goal attempt, left hash mark. The snap, the kick is up. That's a line drive. It is good. No, it is good. So with time expiring, give them the 3. That makes it 59-27 final score. So regardless, Geraldine wins the game. Field goal was good as the two teams shake hands. We'll try to grab Coach Davis coming up in just a moment. But 59-27, a very impressive win. If you're saying, well, the defense gave up 27, yeah, but it wasn't the starting defense. It was the second and third string. So really, you're looking at a 59-3 game when you consider their starters against their starters.
If you saw Coach Davis and Coach Garrett shake hands, that was the quickest head coach handshake I think I've ever seen, Keith. You could tell that Coach Davis across the way really didn't appreciate him taking a timeout with 2.7 seconds to kick a field goal.
And Coach Garrett with the whole Geraldine coaching staff wasn't a whole lot of love to share right there. Coach Davis is not in a very good mood right now, guys. And you know, who cares about the 3 points?
Yeah.
That's a good way to get somebody hurt in a situation, and it does not matter. You know,
it
you
is.
get somebody hurt, and it doesn't matter for them because they're not going on the second round, and Geraldine is.
Chris, wrapping up the stats. If you had to borrow some paper.
Yeah, I did. I had to get a calculator out.
So how did it turn out?
Geraldine guys, 28 rushes, 437 yards rushing, 6 of 9 for 74 yards passing, 511 yards total on the night.
That's really in about 3 quarters. Fourth quarters, they pulled all the starters out.
I mean,
yeah.
I have to say this is probably the most numbers ever on stat sheet.
That is. How many for John McWade again?
285 on 12 rushes.
You know, that's the most we've seen from a player on our side. We've seen other guys do it against us, but in a long time.
What did you say total offense was?
511.
511 yards of total offense tonight. And I would far to venture to say, Gene, that maybe 100 yards of that probably came from your 2s and 3s that were out there playing later in the game. Imagine if you'd have kept those starters in. But I think Coach Davis is going to love this win. Maybe give his team a workout tomorrow and let them go home. And maybe Keith will get a chance to talk to him. But a big win for Geraldine.
Coach Davis in the middle of the field. What that means is we'll be waiting on tomorrow night's game when Westbrook takes on Vinemont. They're playing tomorrow night, and Geraldine gets the winner of that game. If Westbrook wins, Westbrook comes here Friday. If Vinemont wins, Geraldine goes to Vinemont. On paper, you would think Westbrook with an advantage, but you never know. You would have thought Gunnersville had the advantage. Here we go. Here's Keith.
Here with Coach Davis. Heck of a football game right there. Your offense put up, according to Chris Jenkins up there, which is the best stat guy in this side of Mississippi, had 511 total yards. Did a lot on the ground, Coach. What do you want to see going into next week from this team to get better to be able to either play Westbrook or Vinemont?
First off, we're going to enjoy this one. We're going to do that first, you know, and just really just, you know, refine and fine-tune those small things that we always talk about. You know, just that's without watching anything on film. As far as effort and things like that, our guys play as hard as they possibly can play. Super proud of them, super proud of the way they handled themselves tonight, and getting this win's super special for this group.
Coach, your team showed a lot of class right there in that second half against some adversity that was shown out there, so I'll just leave it at that. But I tell you what, when you come up here to Geraldine, you do a fantastic job along with your coaching staff. You got a lot of young men on this team right here, and the character right there is what's going to take you to next round of the playoffs and maybe even the next one.
Super proud of them. Super proud of the way they handled themselves, and that's what we talk about, because it's been very easy for them to, you know, to retaliate and do things that way, and that's not who we are, and they know that, you know, and that's really hard, and it's hard to handle that as a teenage boy, and I'm super proud of the way they handled themselves.
Well, Coach, good luck. Enjoy this weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming.
All right, good job, Keith. Appreciate it. Chris, the stats, Geraldine, just offensively Rogers had no answer for them. In Geraldine's defense, Rogers had a couple of big runs, they had a couple of good drives, but Geraldine's defense, they would bend but would not break and gave up really just the one field goal. And then in the fourth quarter, the backups came in, and Rogers able to score 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think Coach Davis would check mark a lot of things on the what did he want to see out of his team. The one thing he didn't want to see was that number of penalties that Chris talked about a few moments ago on the stat sheet, Barry. That I don't think he's going to be too happy about when he breaks down film. But I think he's going to be really happy because he wanted to be able to control the ground game check. He was able to do that. By doing that, he was able to control the clock and the tempo of the way that this game went toward Geraldine. Check that. And then he wanted his defense to come up and to be able to keep everything in front of him and make tackles and not let them have any explosive plays. And, Barry, when your defense when your starting defense only allows their starting offense 3 points, then I think you get a check mark for that one. So, once again, Coach Davis said a few moments ago, we're going to enjoy this one tonight. We're going to enjoy it tomorrow at school as we walk up and down the hallways. But you cannot tell me that him and his staff won't turn their attention to start looking at game film here on both teams probably over the next hours.
You know they'll be at the Westbrook game tomorrow night. So that's all for us. We'll be here next Friday night. Join us as Geraldine takes on either Westbrook or Vinemont next Friday. We'll be on the air at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Final score again, Geraldine wins 59-27. So for Keith Ball, Chris Jenkins, John Glad, and Barry Galloway, have a good night, everybody.